This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
Chicago is going to go to Green Bay and beat the Packers because they're a better football team with a better offense.
Look out, Sparky. You have no idea what they've unleashed.
Caleb is still capable.
Chicago Bears, without a doubt, will be on a run that we have not seen since we dominated you in the 80s.
How many times must we take this disgrace? Another Bears fan throwing insults in our face.
It is a Victory Monday here on Kyle Brust Nortman, and it is a great day to be alive, as always. Ben Brust, alongside a man who's feeling himself to the fullest. Kyle Wallace, say something, Kyle.
Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck.
You really could have nailed the timing there, but you didn't.
The Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. The Bears
He's
still
Kyle
suck.
Wallace.
They really suck. Cause the Bears still suck.
Nice add-in with Brad Nortman, longtime NFL punter, Super Bowl 50 runner-up to my left. And the man who was celebrating his 27th birthday at Lambeau Field with all of his friends since he had none growing up is Alex Strofe running the show. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and text line. It is also a Moral Victory Monday for those who are Bears fans. Get us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. It was a bad joke, so I thought you were going to hit me with the the sound effect. Like, nailed it.
It's not a bad joke if it's a fact.
Yeah, but
it truly is a moral victory Monday for Chicago.
And I want to hear from you. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and text line. The Bears gave it their best shot. They brought it all. And Caleb Williams did the Caleb Williams thing.
Caleb Williams sucks. Ha! 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 Y'all thought y'all was going to come back.
You know what I don't hear, Kyle? Anything. All of the things that were being tweeted, Instagrammed. They found my Facebook.
They was digging deep on you, Ben Brust. They was going back to when you was a teenager.
I lost my Facebook, got it back in 2012, but like it was crazy. And I was refreshing because I was waiting to see anything come through.
Hey, there was a lot of people,
quiet.
A lot of bookmarks, probably thousands of bookmarks on all our stuff. Everybody just said, I'm going to bookmark this for later. A lot of people said, I can't wait to come back after the game. And it was quiet as
You
crickets.
guys got nothing?
I got like a little
I
bit.
got a bunch of people telling me I was ugly and single.
Well, that
was
could be
before-
true.
I mean,
the thing.
The BTA.
Well, half of it's true.
Well, when he was doing the
You're
belt,
ugly, but you're not single.
and then the belt thing was pretty embarrassing.
You did look
you look-
The effort was
uncoordinated.
there. I can still hear the snap, snap, snap of the bell from Kyle. Literally good.
Yeah, the snap, snap,
might
snap.
as well
The
do
snap.
a little bit of
Hey,
it. Show
hey,
them what they were in
hey.
store for all weekend.
Hey, this is what they were in store for on Sunday. This is exactly what the Bears got. Belt to ass. BTA. Yes, sir.
Kyle, you are so good at that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it's almost like he's been practicing or something.
When you see it as a kid growing up, you know what it is. But that's exactly what a lot of these Bears fans saw as kids, is the Packers destroy the Chicago Bears. And that is exactly what happened. Order was restored on Sunday at Lambeau Field as the Green Bay Packers won that game. The Bears thought they had a chance. They fought hard. They were almost there. But at the end of the day, it was the same exact ending that we have seen to this song year after year after year. How many in the last 13 have the Packers won?
12 of the 13.
12 of the 13. You haven't seen this happen. 12 of the 13 times had the audacity to be in my DMs, the audacity to be on Ben's Facebook page, Instagram page, social media page,
Twitter, whatever.
Had the audacity to disrespect a former NFL punter like he didn't know what he was talking about.
And you can definitely yell at Alex Strofe.
and but look who's still standing now. Look who's standing. The Green Bay Packers and Jordan Love showed you.
Oh, wait, Kyle. No, they're going to bookmark this for 2 weeks.
Just keep on moving the
bookmark it for
goalposts.
2 weeks. You know what sucks? As a Bears fan, you know what has to suck? It's Brett Favre destroyed you. You said, okay, well, now it's Brett Favre's gone to Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers leaves. Oh, now
you even more.
Now we have
Now
a
you'll
chance.
know.
Now we have a chance.
Their one victory with the Matt LaFleur was week 18.
And Jordan Love barely even played in that game. Y'all ain't beat Jordan Love before. Jordan Love keeps laying the smack down on y'all. So Bears fan, yes, y'all still suck. Still suck. Order is restored. First place, baby.
It's
See y'all soon.
almost impossible in the NFL to win 12 of 13 games against the same opponent. It's almost impossible. Like, I don't even know how. I mean, it just goes to show.
Like 52 and 16 since 1992, 93. Like, that's all. You only won 16 times in 30-some years? That's awful. That's terrible. I would just stop showing up. Every time for 30 years, people have turned their TV on.
You don't give them credit for continuing to come back and crawl back?
They have no choice because the team just gets paid a check. The players change, but the results don't change. It's crazy. Can you imagine for 30 years watching a show, watching a game, and knowing what the result's going to be every single time?
You know what? That's awful. But I do kind of like those TV shows, though. It's like Jack Bauer in 24. Like, you know there's going to be a mole inside, but like, you know, I'm on the good side of it. They're like the bad guy in the movie that just continuously loses.
Well, Packer fans watch this rivalry like it's a rom-com. Like, you know it's going to be a happy ending. You get some laughs along the way.
Damn, they're the one that always gets left.
But the Bears watch it like a horror movie. It's just a different side of the thing. The people that keep on watching horror movies over and over, we have to interview them and figure out why you keep on subjecting yourself to that kind of thing. But we all love a rom-com, right?
So what I will ask, though, is because I do want to know if you respect the 2025 Chicago Bears football team. The football team, not the fans, not the organization, but the 2025 Chicago Bears, because you have a tough game coming up against the Denver Broncos this coming week, and then you do play them at Soldier Field, and they play the Browns. The goal, obviously, is to beat the Broncos. It's going to be a very tough game on the road, but you could be finding yourself in a very similar scenario, and even if you're not, they're going to be scratching and clawing to get one back because they think they're getting closer to you. So I want to know if you think this was their best shot or if you actually respect them in 2025. Do you respect this 2025 Chicago Bears football team, Kyle, after all that crap you just talked?
You know, no disrespect for the Chicago Bears. It's more the fans that I love to disrespect because they're delusional. But I will say this, after watching that football game, I have more respect for that Chicago Bears football team simply because of the fact what they did in the second half. They gave up a huge play at the end of the first half that could deflate a lot of teams. They're on the road, they're playing the Green Bay Packers, and the Packers had the ball coming out in the second half where they had a chance to put the game absolutely away. Their defense stood tall, gave them the ball back, and Ben Johnson was in his bag. Dude is a hell of a play caller. He's a very good head coach. And I came out from this game understanding that this Bears team did not roll over. They did not quit. If they want to take a moral victory, y'all can go ahead and do that because that's what losers do. But go ahead and take the moral victory of the fact that y'all competed with the Green Bay Packers. But I did come away with a lot more respect that this organization with that quarterback and with that head coach, they may have found a formula to at least be more competitive than what they were in the past. That was a gutsy performance by them in the second half to try to chip away and fight the Green Bay Packers. But at the end of the day, the better football team won. The better quarterback won. The better head coach won. But all that came with a lot more experience, and the Packers did what championships teams do. They turn teams away, and they make the big plays when it matters the most. But, yes, I do respect the Chicago Bears a lot more than what I did coming into this game.
800-990-3776. You have Matt in Missouri. Who is better, the Packers versus the Bears or the Globetrotters versus the Washington Generals?
Oh, that's good.
I would say the Washington Generals versus the Globetrotters.
Did they ever beat them?
I feel like they got one in there.
I think they got one in their lifetime.
I mean, but it is that type
the
of
biggest
comparison.
upset of all time, truly. You know what? I do respect the Chicago Bears. This team, they play a physical brand of football. There's a lot of teams that could have rolled over at halftime, made no adjustments, but this coaching staff and these players, they looked inward. They changed their game plan. They made the changes they need to, and they were really efficient coming out in the second half, and they stuck to who they were, right? Ran the football, tried to set Caleb Williams up in a positive way. I think that, and they just kept on competing. So I think the Packers just won the division. I would be shocked if at the end of the year the Packers are not the champions of the NFC North. However, the Packers are in for it again in 2 weeks when they play each other on Saturday night, and I was impressed.
But they're also in for it this week.
They are in for it this week for sure.
Let's focus on the Denver Broncos.
I'm not going to lie, it's going to be very hard.
No, because the Denver Broncos.
Agree.
This is a big game for the Packers because we're talking about when you look at the AFC picture. We were talking about the Chiefs are done, right? The Baltimore Ravens may be done. The Bills might be the only team that has that quarterback that's been around that may be in the playoffs. So you're talking about a Patriots team and a Denver Broncos team that might end up being, this could be a Super Bowl, matchup that we're seeing here.
I would say it's important for their 1 seed chances to have a chance,
but also
go
to build exactly. But
because
to build
it's so wide open, nobody's going to be guaranteed, even if they are the 1 seed.
To build your confidence in beating a team that is on a 10-game winning streak currently with the Denver Broncos. They won a lot of close games, but the Packers need to focus up because the task at hand now is backing up the performances that you had the last 4 weeks and going on the road to a team that has not lost in months and beating them at home in a tough place to win. This is a big tough task for the Green Bay Packers. So don't overlook the Denver Broncos on Sunday.
I'm sure they're not going to overlook them because this could be a potential Super Bowl matchup. Packers versus the Broncos, a tough place to play. I mean, it's way too early to think about that. But
Bo Nix ain't bringing anybody to a Super Bowl.
The AFC is wide. The defense is great, and the AFC is wide open. There's no front runner in the AFC right now.
I agree. I'm just staking my claim that I don't believe in Bo Nix. Is all I was doing.
I agree with you.
I'm not saying any I'm against the. I just don't trust him. Like if you're telling me that a first-time Denver Broncos Bo Nix is going against Josh Allen, I'm taking Josh Allen and a head-to-head is all I'm saying.
Yeah, that defense.
So from a Packers standpoint, they are, as we talked about, putting everything together at the right time. They just won 3 straight divisional games. 3 straight. And we stared at this, and we knew that the Vikings with J.J. McCarthy, if you executed a decent game plan, you'd turn them over and you'd win that game. You play the Lions on Thanksgiving, you needed to kind of show that you were real again, right? Because there were the questions about beating good teams that still existed, and they're still in the playoff hunt, and you have 2 of those losses on their schedule as to why they are not in the NFC North picture as close as that they would because of you.
It is because of you.
It is. You won those 2 divisional games that put them 1 game behind the Bears. And if you beat the Bears in 2 weeks, then you've turned the NFC North into week 18 being that de facto playoff game for the Lions and the Bears. So these are critical weeks, and why it is great to talk about right now is because all of those eerie identity, who are they questions, I think are being answered in front of our eyes as we watch the Green Bay Packers in these last 3 divisional games.
I will say, if you rewind 3 weeks ago, right, the Packers lost to Carolina in ugly fashion. They lost to Philly in ugly fashion, and then they went and beat the Giants, but in a way that we didn't really feel satisfied.
When you see Tyrone Tracy and Devin Singletary doing things, you're like,
And you're just wondering, man, does this team got it? And you had 3 divisional games right in front of you. And I was saying at that point, I would be thoroughly impressed if this team goes and runs the table and wins 3 straight games. Consider me thoroughly impressed.
3-0, baby.
This team has grown up over these last 3 weeks, and they've sort of placed their claim.
3-0 in the last 3 weeks.
And we talked about what their record would be. Like, they're 1 Bears game away from being 6-0.
Oh, I thought you said 0-6 last year. Well, yes.
No, yes. I'm not. What do you think about the past for, man?
Yeah, I mean, don't overlook the Vikings as well. But
the only reason why the Vikings would win if the Packers had nothing to play for.
No, but every at this point in time, we need the Green Bay Packers to be locked in and focused for every
Homer called them the University of Minnesota. Although I disagree with everything Homer said on the Green Bay Game Day postgame last night, that is a fact.
I mean, the Commanders,
can't use that one as a good win for the Packers anymore.
I mean, that team fell apart. They completely fell apart.
Would you consider this a good win, though?
Oh, this is a good win for the Green Bay Packers simply because, again, the Chicago Bears are a team that are way above 500. They're the first team in the NFC, though I still think they're playoff, they're not for sure going to be a playoff team. They are a much improved football team, and they're playing at a very tough level right now.
Kyle looks like a broke Lil Jon.
Yeah, you see what that is? What's that logo, though? What'd that say?
Fake Versace?
What'd that say? I put my
fake what?
I can't read that.
We can't read it, Kyle.
Y'all see Medusa head? Come on now. This is for Shador, and this is for Jordan Love.
Wow, look at you. Shador guy, huh?
Oh, hell yeah. I don't like, hater blockers on, baby. All them haters was all in social media, and then they got silent. Come on now, if you're going to do all that hating, make sure you come back after the game like some who said, hey, I'm going to eat this one. Now, a lot of you Bears fans are frauds just like your team, imposters. And the thing is, if y'all really felt confidence in your team, y'all would have been chirping after the game.
Yeah, can't wait to see you in 2 weeks.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
When they saw Jordan Love sling the pill like that, they're like, ugh.
They went back to that damn cave and got silent because they understood, there was some truth to what we were saying last week. Frauds and imposters.
Victory Monday is brought to you by Palermo's Pizza, Wisconsin's hometown pizza with delicious brands like Palermo's Connie's Urban Pie and Screamin' Sicilian. Palermo's has your game day covered. Find it in your local grocer's freezer. And you also have Victory Monday brought to you by Callan. From kitchen and bathroom remodels to Infinity by Marvin fiberglass replacement windows, Callan makes your home feel like a win. Request your consultation today at callcallan.com. I do not have sponsored reads for Moral Victory Monday for the Bears, but you can get that somewhere else. Strofe, did I hit it? Did I nail it? Yeah. Homer on the Green Bay Game Night postgame show said it was embarrassing for the defense in the second half, and I have not let that leave my mind because it's stupid. And anyone who's calling him stupid on Twitter actually has a reason to call him stupid on this one. Next.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman.
He now is off his rocker saying it. Well, if I played...
Choke artists. That's what you both are. Yeah, I said it. You both are choke artists.
Losers, choke artists.
That's what you are. You choked against TCU. You choked against Oregon. You choked against Kentucky. Y'all choked against Duke. I can keep going.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
When you're high, you feel different. You think different, you talk different, you draw different, you listen to music different, but you probably knew that. Problem is, you also drive different, and not in a good way. That's why driving high is illegal everywhere. So if you're high, just don't drive. Make a plan to get a sober ride. Because if you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Kevin Moret here for Mentality. Listen up, gentlemen. You're fighting an unfair battle. Studies show testosterone levels in men have plummeted by 25% in just 2 decades. That's why you're struggling with energy, muscle, and drive. But here's a game changer. Mentality's FDA-approved treatments boost testosterone by 30% on average. Imagine reclaiming the vitality your grandfathers had. Picture turning heads, dominating your career, and feeling unstoppable again. Don't settle for today's normal. Seize the day at mentalityhealth.com/radio. That's mentalityhealth.com/radio.
At Citizens Bank, we believe banking is more than transactions. It's about being recognized and remembered. It's feeling like you're understood and supported along the way. It's the small stuff that says, we know you. Because when your bank gets you, banking just feels better. Citizens Bank. Bank where you belong. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/belong. Citizens Bank is member FDIC.
Hey, it's Gary Ellison for Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center. Looking to escape the cold or take a midday break? Get your game on at Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center, where it's always golf season. Play more than 2,000 courses, including over 50 right here in Wisconsin. And even that famous course where they hand out green jackets. Top tech simulators, great food, and the best Bloody Marys around. This is your year-round slice of summer. Bays start at just $35 an hour, Monday through Friday. Book your bay today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
Welcome to Jackpot Land, this fall at Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Play your favorite games with your Potawatomi Rewards card all fall to win your share of thousands in prizes each month. And earn entries into the big December Jackpot Land prize drawings. Your October, November, and December entries all count. Win thousands in cash or reward play. Welcome to Jackpot Land, only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Hey sports fans, looking to level up your next private event? V Private Bar Services is your game changer. Move beyond the ordinary. V Private Bar Services crafts custom cocktails tailored to your brand and your guests' tastes. Imagine a bar experience that's as unique as your business. Our expert mixologists will create a memorable experience that your clients and team will rave about. From signature cocktails to full-service bars, we've got you covered. Be the MVP of your next event. Visit vprivatebar.com to book today.
St. Nick meets St. Kate. The holidays are in full swing at St. Kate the Arts Hotel, where every celebration shines a little brighter. Browse unique gifts at the holiday marketplace, gather for unforgettable Christmas Eve and Christmas Day dining, and of course, don't miss Brunch with Santa, a family favorite filled with joy, treats, and holiday magic. Celebrate the season at St. Kate the Arts Hotel. Visit stkatearts.com/holidays for all the details.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch, and I've got the perfect gift idea for you. A holiday design gift box filled with all your favorite Kringle flavors from Racine Danish Kringles. No wrapping, no stress, just pure holiday joy. My family and I love it when the Kringle box from Racine Danish Kringles arrives at our house, and you can have it happen too. Go to Kringle.com or call 800-4DANISH to order today. Racine Danish Kringles is the official pastry of ESPN Wisconsin. Racine Danish Kringles, it's not just a treat, it's a tradition. Visit Kringle.com.
You're listening to Kyle Brust Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Kyle Brust and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin on this Victory Monday. Kyle Wallace dancing all over the Bears, as he should. It's 12 of the last 13 under Matt LaFleur. Brad Nortman, longtime NFL punter, Super Bowl 50 runner-up to my left, and Alex Strofe, happy belated to him, running the show. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and text line. Get us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. Let's go to Ryan in Madison. We will hear you out as a Bears fan who usually gets hooked by Alex Strofe.
What's up, guys?
Hey, howdy.
What's happening?
Good.
Hey, no, I just called in to take it like a man. We lost. There's a much. I don't know if it was a butt whooping. We definitely lost the game in classic Bears fashion.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tough pill to swallow, but you know what? You guys, the better team won. And scoreboard. What are you going to say? There's nothing else to say.
Ryan?
You guys are. Yeah.
That's.
In 2 weeks.
I told Strofe, you have full authority to hook him if he goes anywhere near moral victories, and he did not.
That's a real fan right there. I like that.
Yeah. Let's go to Josh in Kenosha, who says there are no moral victories. Let's see if he stays true to his word on the Carbless Talk and text line.
Absolutely no such thing as a moral victory. What column does that go in? Is that next to the one with the ties or the loss or the win?
In your heart?
No. My heart's been broken so many times by this fake rivalry. It's not even funny. It hasn't been a rivalry since, 2010?
The one thing I would say back, Josh, is I disagree. I think it's very funny.
Coming from your side, come from our side, and you won't feel that way. I want the NFL to realign the divisions and take the Bears out. It's time to take the Packers. I've had enough.
Yeah,
I've had enough.
He's broken.
It's not fun.
He's broken. Yes. They're back. Reality has set in again.
It's an automatic 2 losses every year. I don't even want to watch these games anymore. It's not fun. I don't care about competitive. And David Kaplan, shut up. Stop running your mouth. You guys wrote a check that you couldn't cash, and now you look stupid.
What Kaplan?
Normal Bears fans like me have to put up with this for 2 weeks now, and Packers fans are tough to deal with anyway, but some of y'all become even more insufferable. Not you guys, but other ones.
So are you saying that? Are you saying that you have no confidence in 2 weeks from now when the Packers?
No, not at all. Nope, I'm not even going to watch. I already know it's a loss, so there's no point.
Oh, thank you, Josh. Condolences to you and yours.
That was almost hard to listen to.
I know. Kyle's like, easy for me.
Hey, listen, this is tough life. Sometimes Big Brother got to give you the noogie, right? Sometimes Big Brother got to step. Because I remember when me and my brother.
They've been given a noogie for.
I understand.
The skull is raw.
As being a little brother, I started beefing up a little bit, when I was in college. And I said,
he's going to come at me. I'm ready for it.
Exactly. I thought I was ready for it. You know what I'm saying? The soccer playing brother. Oh, okay, I'm the football player. And, you tussle a little bit. And all of a sudden, you find yourself on your back getting the noogie. All right, Big Brother just got to set just straight sometimes, and the Green Bay Packers are big bro to the Chicago Bears, and they got set straight on Sunday.
I did find this interesting on the Green Bay game night post-game show with Steve the Homer True and Mark Tauscher. Homer was very agitated and angry after the Packers won 28-21, and specifically was upset with the defense in the second half, and I think I think Homer truly believes in everything that he says, but I truly believe that he is way off here.
First possession, touchdown. Second possession, field goal. Third possession, touchdown. They defense didn't do crap. Caleb Williams threw a horrible pass, and Ben Johnson had the stupidest game plan. They were running the ball down the throat of the Packers. How you can have any more confidence in the Packer defense? They got their bucks handed to them after they dominated the first half. The Bears scored on every possession and would have scored on the last possession. I didn't know who you were going to thank, Ben Johnson or Caleb Williams. You got to thank Caleb Williams, because that was a horrific pass, and they didn't even need to pass the ball. They ran the ball right down the throat of the Packers, had more than enough time to score. Ben Johnson got too smart by being afraid of leaving too much time for the Packer offense. Jordan Love did it again, because that defense should be embarrassed that they won the game, as pathetic as they were in the second half after being so good in the first half.
That was Homer after the Packers won against the Chicago Bears on the Green Bay game night post-game show. A lot to take in there. But I know he references the Bears in the second half and their success, but I think we're missing some context to the defense. The Packers opened up the half with the ball, which was obviously wonderful as a fan when you saw the late quick score that you're thinking field goal. I mean, and I had no issue with him not taking a timeout, by the way, because you didn't want to give them the ball. All you wanted to do is get 3 and go into the half at minimum with the ball. They end up getting 6 and kicking the extra point. So you go 3 plays, minus 11 yards because of the penalty on the punt. So that's 1 minute and 4 seconds. Then the Bears showed that they are a team, and they leaned on what they were very good at, running the football, a 10-play drive for 5 minutes and 36 seconds. Now the Packers get the ball back, and you can't fault the Packers for doing this. They scored 4 plays, 2 minutes, right? That was fast. So guess what? That defense that is going against a tough running game has to go back out there. And they held him to a field goal.
In a short field at that, because he kicked the damn ball out of bounds.
37
field.
yards in 3 minutes, and they held him to a field goal. Then you get the ball as an offense. 3 plays, 6 yards, 143. And then you punt. And then guess what? Your defense is out there for 17 plays. They've been out there the entire second half. So to call them pathetic when there's part of this is a game flow and how the game played out is completely unfair. Now, one thing I would say is, Enoch Barry made some plays, but somebody, for the love of God, outside of Micah Parsons, find a way to get pressure, because he forced the sack initially when he pushed Caleb Williams out, the one they got early in the first half. But the Packers' defense was out there the entire second half, and part of it was because the Packers scored quickly, and that's not a bad thing, but for him to say it's embarrassing and pathetic based on the fact that they were out there for the majority of the second half is just wrong. Now, was it stupid that they didn't run the football with Monungai? I think yes, but I'm not the coach. I didn't make the call on 4th and 1. Ben Johnson did. To call it pathetic and embarrassing, I think is stupid.
Yeah, I mean, it's way over the top by Homer. It's inaccurate, to be quite honest. You look at this, let's talk about the Bears offense. They have a top 10 offense.
And they didn't score every possession, by the way, in the second half. They intercepted at the end of the game.
Very important interception, I might add. One of the best running games in the NFL, one of the best play callers in the NFL. So you're going to have your hands full to a certain degree. The game plan was do not let them run the football on you. Stop the run, be hard-hitting, and make them pay. When they do run the ball, make Caleb Williams beat you. That's exactly what the Packers defense did, and they executed that. How about this? The Chicago Bears lead the NFL in explosive running plays, right? 10 yards or more. They had 6 alone against Philadelphia. You know how many they had against Green Bay? 0.
Wow.
They had no explosive runs. The longest run was 9 yards. They said, we're going to stop the run. We're going to make Caleb Williams beat us. Well, credit Caleb Williams and Ben Johnson for some adjustments and Caleb Williams making some throws. That's exactly what they did to move the ball. And Ben, you said it perfectly. When your defense is on the field for that amount of time in the second half with an already injured defensive line, you're going to be gassed. And they looked gassed, but I thought they executed well, did plenty to win. And you have to thank them for giving you that lead in the first half. Offense took care of business, got a lead. Defense was stifling. Sometimes it's only a matter of time. You have to give the Chicago Bears some credit. I thought the defense did just enough to win.
Yeah, I think that's the big thing is that, Homer, you need to give credit to the Chicago Bears and give credit to Ben Johnson because, as Brad just alluded to, this offense has found their identity, right? They had the ability to run the football. They did a great job getting Caleb Williams out the pocket. And Caleb Williams and those receivers, they made good plays. Caleb Williams made some dime balls. I mean, some really great balls, a ball that Nixon
way different than in the second half than his first half.
In the second half. And so to sit here and say, oh, you played so great in the first half and then you sucked in the second half, the Packers still only allowed 21 points despite having to be on the field for so much time. Guys are going to get winded. It's cold outside. That's just exactly what happens. And then when you have boneheaded penalties, where you get those defensive...
basically two-thirds of the second half.
Yeah, basically that they were on the field, but then you get the personal fouls that Keisean Nixon got. One was not deserved. The other one was. You got these personal fouls, and then you get bad field position because your kicker kicked the ball out of bounds. Like, that also wears a defense. You got to paint the entire picture. And you got to give credit to the Chicago Bears because Ben Johnson did a hell of a job play calling. But at the end of the day, Homer, this defense that you're so mad about that needs to be embarrassed, They made the plays at the end of the day in crucial moments to win this football game. That was a hell of a play by Keisean Nixon coming off his man to find the open guy and get the interception. So you can't sit here and expect for this team to be excellent every single snap. It is a football game that includes two teams that are fighting for first place, and the Packers defense came out standing tall in the end. So that's bad take.
They've closed out games all season long with that defense with turnovers too.
And see, this is the problem. Is that some folks forget where we came from. See, I remember the defenses where we were talking about, oh my gosh, they're on the field, something bad is going to happen.
We used to do the exercise, would you rather be up with the ball or defense trying to close it out?
Mike
now,
Pitt and Joe Barry.
It doesn't matter. And you know why it doesn't matter? Because Ben Johnson, as Homer said, bled the clock down because he has so much respect for Jordan Love, who threw 3 touchdowns and carved up that defense, that he knew if he didn't score and go for 2, and let any time left for the Packers, that they were going to lose that game. So the Packers are in a situation where they were shown, as you told me, Brad, and I think it's great, the respect that he showed by knowing that he's going to have to score a touchdown and go for 2. Otherwise, he knew Jordan Love was going to do the thing.
It was a great play call by him, and people tell him, oh, he should have hit DJ. No, Caleb Williams rolled out. He saw his man wide open.
See, this is where I disagree.
He
couldn't roll out to the left.
But
all of his success was rolling to the right.
But that was the play call that they like to go to. They
understand.
found success in it. And Cole Kmet
tell me you wouldn't have run Monungai up the middle, even after getting stopped 3rd and 1.
I thought it was going to be a run play, but again, this is the bread and butter play, and they've been able to find success.
No, their bread and butter was running the football.
They've been able to find. They tried to do it on 3rd down, 4th down. They had this play because Ben Johnson is a really great play call. If anything, I respect Ben Johnson more, and I already respect him coming to this game. I respect him more for what he was able to get out of this team. He put them in positions to be successful. He was able to get that run game going for this football team, and able to put Caleb Williams in a position to be successful in the second half. But at the end of the day, the Green Bay Packers are a better football team, and I left that not thinking now for 1 minute that this defense wasn't elite, because you know what the sign of an elite defense is? You bend, you don't break, and you make the big-time plays and big-time moments, and that is exactly what this defense has continued to do, and Keisean Nixon was the unsung hero in this game.
Yeah, for all those years of wondering, man, is the defense going to step up? Are they going to be hard-hitting, physical, and tough? I thought they were that yesterday. I thought the first half, they looked like a championship-level defense in the first half. And, of course, Ben Johnson's going to make adjustments. And, of course, your depleted D-line is going to get a little tired. And they're going to have some success, too.
They said, damn with DeAndre Swift. We're going to run it at your head.
And that's exactly what they did. But even with that, they still held firm. They were able to keep it from having any big play, and they made the Chicago Bears earn it. The one thing about making them, earn it and not have any big plays, it led to a high, time of possession where they had the ball for quite a while, but that was the Packers making them earn every single yard. And to the Bears' credit, they did that to a certain degree. But I thought it was a massive sense of respect that Ben Johnson had for Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love, saying, I cannot let 1 second on the clock with those guys. I need to close out the game with no time.
And this is the second week in a row that this defense has forced these offenses running games with the Lions to really have to fight to get every single yard. The Packers did it again this week as well. So that defense I'm proud of.
Tell us what you're also proud of when it comes to Jordan Love and what he loves to protect himself with and what everyone should.
Oh, my goodness. You know how Jordan Love likes to protect himself in the Green Bay Packers with American Family Insurance. You have an opportunity to do that well. Life is better with a home policy from American Family Insurance. That's because you feel protected when you're free to enjoy your dreams. Whether you're decorating a new nursery or you're hosting a family reunion in your brand new beautiful backyard, or you're looking for homeowners insurance in your brand new house, or car insurance for your brand new car, you can get that with American Family Insurance. Simply go to amfam.com today, and you can find an agent near you or get a quote instantly online. That is amfam.com today. So you already know what it is. Insure carefully and dream fearlessly with American Family Insurance. Visit amfam.com to get a quote online or find an agent near you.
Oh, man. I knew there was something behind this. We knew it. We kept talking about it, and then Stenovich opened up, and we saw the handshake. Handshake gate. Matt LaFleur and Ben Johnson, the blow-by. I love a good blow-by handshake. Diving in deeper to that as the Bears fall to the Packers, as they always do. Next.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman.
What do you have on her? What do you mean?
No one can willingly love you like she does.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The holidays are busy. Meals to make, gifts to wrap, parties to host. When it's finally time to unwind, make it blissful with Carbless. Crisp, refreshing, and full of flavor with every sip. 0 sugar, 0 carbs, only 100 calories, and gluten-free. While it may be frozen outside, it's always flawless with Carbless. No guessing and no compromise. So whether you're celebrating with friends, hosting the crew, or relaxing by the fire, bring bliss to your holiday gatherings. Carbless, full of flavor, guilt-free enjoyment.
Your path to a degree should fit your life, not the other way around. At Lakeland University, you can personalize every part of your college experience. With a main campus in Sheboygan, evening classes across the state, and flexible online options, you choose how and when you learn. Just graduated high school, changing careers, juggling work and life, they've got options for you. You can even earn credit for experience you already have, or for the work you're doing now, saving time and money. Start customizing your future today at lakeland.edu/ESPN. Lakeland University. Experience it your way.
This is Matt Meitner, owner of Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Do you find yourself talking to your dog but feel like she's not listening to you?
Bella, sit!
Are you constantly repeating yourself but she's not following your directions?
Sit! Sit!
Frustrating, isn't it? At Sit Means Sit Dog Training, we want to help you have a happy, confident, and obedient dog, and we also want to make the training process an enjoyable and worthwhile experience. Contact Sit Means Sit today to schedule a free consultation so we can create a customized training program so you are able to have the dog you want and deserve.
Sit Means Sit Dog Training. Sorry, we don't train husbands, wives, or kids.
So many of our youth carry unimaginable burdens. Anger, depression, even thoughts of suicide. At Rawhide Youth Services, we recognize their pain. We help them find hope and healing. For those that need a second chance at life, we refuse to give up on them. Please be a part of our life-saving work. When you donate your used vehicle to Rawhide, you're helping change the lives of countless youth in our communities. Donate today and get a $100 Quick Trip gift card. Learn more at rawhide.org/donate.
There's nothing like Milwaukee Bucks basketball at Fiserv Forum. The dunks, the defense, the roar of 17,000 fans. It's even better when you're with friends or family. From jaw-dropping plays to buzzer-beating threes, every game is packed with unforgettable moments that you'll get to share together. So gather your crew and get your single game tickets today at bucks.com/single. That's bucks.com/single.
With your Scandiac Planning Marquette recap, I'm Will Summers. Marquette fell 96-76 against in-state rival Wisconsin, but got strong performances from their freshmen. Adrian Stevens scored a team-high 15 points on 6 of 11 shooting, adding 5 rebounds and 4 assists. Nigel James Jr. also provided an early spark in the second half, scoring 7 points in the opening minutes and finishing with 11. Here's head coach Shaka Smart after the game.
I think that's our job as coaches, is to continue to pour belief into these guys. There's shots they can make, but we got to step up and make them.
The Golden Eagles will now face a tough road matchup against Purdue next week on December 13th.
Medicare can be confusing. It can be a lot to consider when you just want medical and financial security. WPS Medicare Supplement Insurance keeps it simple. You have the freedom to see any doctor in the U.S. who accepts Medicare. Planning on moving? Your plan moves with you. Can't get much simpler than that. Call Saganiac Planning, 262-783-6161. WPS Medicare Supplement Insurance. The intent of this advertisement is solicitation of insurance. Contact may be made by the insurer or a licensed agent. Neither Wisconsin Physician Service Insurance Corporation nor its agents or products are connected with the federal Medicare program.
Hey, it's John McGivern here. You know I love Network Health. One of the reasons is that they're local and they understand how important that is. Their exceptional customer service isn't just words on a page. It's what they do. It's what they've always done for over 41 years. Call 833-7-NETWORK today. HMO and POS plans underwritten by Network Health Plan. Compensation has been provided for using this endorsement of Network Health.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
It is a Victory Monday, and it's brought to you by Callan. From kitchen and bathroom remodels to Infinity by Marvin, fiberglass replacement windows. Callan makes your home feel like a win. Request your consultation today at callcallan.com. And, of course, brought to you by Palermo's Pizza, Wisconsin's hometown pizza with delicious brands like Palermo's Connie's, Urban Pie, and Screamin' Sicilian. Palermo's has your game day covered. Find it in your local grocer's freezer. It's Kyle Brust Nortman with you across ESPN Wisconsin. Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, Brad Nortman with Strofe running the show. Carbless talking text line 800-990-3776. And on YouTube, at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. And I know it's been talked about a lot, but it finally came to a head as this was the introductory press conference from Ben Johnson.
Dan Campbell, Kevin O'Connell, you're talking about two guys that are up for Coach of the Year awards. And to be quite frank with you, I kind of enjoyed beating Matt LaFleur twice a year.
Brad, you laugh every single time.
It gets me every time.
And so throughout the week, Rob Domofsky had been asking a lot of people about that quote. And finally, someone cracked. And it was the offensive coordinator, Fleur's guy. They've been together through a lot. Adam Stanovich had this to say.
Head coaches in this league, they generally don't say inflammatory things about each other. So I was wondering what you thought as a staff member when Ben Johnson said what he said at the press conference, and if you thought that was any kind of shot at the whole staff.
Yeah, you take it personal, for sure. I'll just leave it at that.
Oh, they took it personal on Sunday.
And then you see at the final kneel down, Matt LaFleur run out to the 50-yard line. And it was fast. It was like, woo, pow.
Yeah, it was.
I'm gone. And you see him from the press box view. I don't know if you saw this video. He runs, then he gets to the tunnel.
Sees the fans, baby.
Sees the fans, jumps up in the air, gives him a fist pump, and you can't tell me that it didn't have anything to do. Guy doesn't show that emotion if he doesn't get a win against somebody who called him out in a weird way. Like, again, this is a competitive, it's football. It's barbaric. And when somebody comes at you, when you have success and have owned a franchise and you were an offensive coordinator and you don't even know me and you're talking about me, he played it perfect. All week he didn't acknowledge it. He made it go under the rug, and then he got his, you know what I want to say.
Yeah, he got his lick back.
Bleep. Just,
Well, he sure did. And, like, I wonder, I'm so glad he didn't say anything, but, a couple of nuggets dropped here and there. If you're not emotional about this kind of thing, you're probably in the wrong business. Someone else calls you out, a fellow peer, a fellow coach, and you're not, like, angry about it, you don't use that as motivation, you don't rally the troops around you, then you're probably doing the wrong thing. I mean, he's a leader of men in a barbaric, physical, emotional game. I mean, there'd be times where I'm punting out there and I'm just like,
I'm gonna hit this ball a little bit harder.
And think about how much more that is for a head coach who has been publicly disrespected. So I was so glad that Matt LaFleur gave him just it was a flyby. I mean, he was pulling out like athleticism from the Omaha Beef.
No pleasantries there.
No pleasantries. I'm not even sure he said anything. And I love that he delivered that message. And Jordan Love had something to say about this, right? In postgame, didn't Jordan Love say something about, we know what was being talked about?
No, he sure did have
something. Yeah, I mean, it meant a lot to everybody. But, obviously, we've all known the comments that were out there. So it is what it is. But, this is a game that means a lot to everybody. It's an NFC North matchup. Obviously, Bears are our number one seed. So it's a huge game. And like I said, we'll see these guys here in a couple weeks again.
When Jordan Love says it, that's how you know it's for real.
Yeah, the thing is, we got to understand, from coaches to players, everybody has an ego. And we heard what Micah Parsons said last week, talking about, these guys they disrespected us. Like, that is the type of mentality that you have to give you that a little extra edge. And everybody on that football team knew exactly what was said, and they were playing with a little extra oomph, not only because it was the Chicago Bears, not only because it was for the NFC North, but because dude and Ben Johnson was running his mouth, and he can't cast his mouth talking crazy like that.
I just think it is one of those things where Matt LaFleur, I give him a lot of crap, but he played this perfect. Going back to even when he started doing interviews with Pardon My Take, I want to say, what was this, Strofe? Probably August. Preseason-ish. He's like, yeah, I don't know the guy. He wasn't like, bleep this guy or anything. He just was like, yeah, I just didn't really think much of it. But we all know, as we got to Adam Stanovich later in the week, that there was something there. And then he let his team do the work. Ben Johnson called a pretty good game, but he didn't win. And now the Packers are ahead of them. And they have another chance to go into Soldier Field and continue to show all the reasons why they've been the better franchise over the last 30 years.
Yeah, I mean, and this is where it's one thing to get the victory now at Lambeau Field, and now you are able to reclaim that respect and sort of, make Ben Johnson live in it for a minute. I will say, that the focus is on the Denver Broncos, as it should be. But when that page gets turned, and then you can go into the Chicago Bears home, and then you can really add some insult to injury, salt that wound, and put them down. I mean, that is where this will resurface, and we'll say, hey, we gave them a little appetizer, now let's give them some dessert.
And if they didn't feel any pressure in this game, right, in Green Bay going to Lambeau with them having an opportunity to truly prove themselves in first place, now all the pressure is on the Chicago Bears, because regardless of what the outcomes are for this week, next week's game will be monumental for them, because they cannot get swept by the Green Bay Packers if they believe they're going to have a shot to win the NFC North. So all the pressure is now on the Chicago Bears in a game that will be, as we joke about, a must-win game for the Chicago Bears.
Oh, we'll name the game when we get to name the game.
No, that's for them. The Green Bay Packers, we coasting, baby. We riding.
Oh, I don't like coasting.
No, we're coasting and riding at a real good pace.
That new gear.
I would say you found fifth gear and you're looking to find a sixth.
Yeah.
Even though six might not even exist.
But I love the mentality they have discovered. I love the fact they have found themselves.
Let's go to Mark in New Berlin, the crazy guy who thought Jordan Love was the Ferrari in the garage when no one else thought he was ready. Mark, you're up on Kyle Brust Nortman on the Carlos Talk and Text line.
Happy Monday! How about Scraplin? Get him back on the line, too. Another idiot. Now, what is the new chant we're hearing around the NFL networks? MVP. MVP. And all the major networks are saying he should be the MVP. Brett Favre is texting him. Brett Favre actually texted him or emailed him or something. I mean, this is unheard of.
Be careful with the Brett Favre text messages.
Or emails.
Yeah.
Yes. He emailed, man. So now this is what I want. I want all the haters that were out there this Christmas, especially Greg Scalzo. This Christmas, when you're roasting your chestnuts by the fire and having Christmas cookies, say, Mark wasn't a Grinch. Mark was an idiot. Mark is Santa Claus.
Ho, ho, ho.
We are going to win this. You got it, baby. All these haters, now look at, that's why I want Scalzo to really take this in this Christmas season and ponder what Mark said.
Thank you, Mark in New Berlin. Alex Strofe, can you please do me a favor and send that to Greg Scalzo's email so he can listen to it in his big work office that he has now, and let him know that Mark is singing Ho, Ho, Ho with Kyle.
Mark is a
Look
pioneer.
at the gift that Jordan Love gave the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah, Mark is a pioneer. He was ahead of his time. He knew that he had that Ferrari in the garage the whole time. While our old Aaron Rodgers, our old Ferrari that we used to have was running out of gas and get all beat up, and now he's all just worn out in Pittsburgh. We had a Ferrari that was fresh and ready to rev up and go, and look at him now.
Yeah, I mean, visionary. That's the only word I can think of. An absolute visionary, Mark in New Berlin.
Christian Watson. Pretty damn good, huh? Woo. Pretty damn good.
Yeah, steal.
21.3 miles per hour top speed a year after the ACL.
Not even a full year.
Yeah,
though.
that's crazy.
That's crazy. That was January of 2025.
It was this year. Guys,
I'm off a month.
Yeah, but it was this year.
Journalist guy.
But it was this year.
That makes it even bigger. Less than a year after 21 miles per hour. That is insane.
21.3.
He's running faster than I can ride a bike.
That's like speeding in some areas. That's speeding in a school zone. He's getting a ticket in the school
maybe
zone.
in the estate area that you live in.
Yeah.
You should probably check them signs when you go past elementary schools. It just says 15 miles per hour in the school zone.
Missed that. More next. Kyle Brust Nortman on this Victory Monday.
You're listening to Kyle Brust and Nortman.
If I was as tall and as talented as you, if I could shoot as well as you could, both them teams would have won. Because you know what? You did a fake punch, you said, in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
And I would have did fake point. I would have took it to the house. I would have scored a dang touchdown.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. On this show, it's always football season.
This team has that factor to close out games. This defense can close up shop, and we haven't had that in a while.
Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
And we've seen it on display numerous times this season, and we saw it again today.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Want your brand to turn heads and win hearts?
Captivate Exhibits can bring your brand to life by transforming lobbies, creating history walls, and beautifying facilities.
For over 32 years, Captivate has been the MVP of trade show exhibits and workplace design and fabrication. Let Captivate craft immersive branded environments that tell your story boldly, beautifully, and with purpose at events and around the office.
Score big by making your next event or your own space unforgettable. Create something legendary by getting started today at CaptivateExhibits.com.
Change your grocery game plan to locally owned Century Foods, home of the best meat, freshest produce, and tastiest treats.
And free groceries.
Okay, just calm down. We'll get to that later.
Stay tuned in right here to score free groceries.
Stop, please.
Okay, I'm shutting up. My lip is zipped.
Let's get to this week's specials at Century Foods. Now through Wednesday, save on 7 to 16 ounce selected varieties Barilla pasta, 2 for $3. 15 to 16 ounce selected varieties Bush's variety beans, 4 for $5. 1 pound selected varieties Land O'Lakes butter, $4.99. 12 to 40 count selected varieties Hefty One storage or freezer bags, $3.99.
And now time for the big reveal. Free groceries.
That's too over the top. Try this. Win free groceries from Century Foods.
Win free groceries from Century Foods.
Forget it. I'll handle the rest. Enter to win $500 worth of free groceries on Century's Facebook or Instagram by December 31st.
There's no better place to shop for the sports fan in your life than Brewtown Trading Co. Milwaukee. Not only do they have the largest selection of sports cards in the Midwest, they have the best prices too. Framed jerseys ready for the man cave? Check. Sealed hobby and blaster boxes of the hottest releases? Check. One-of-a-kind items you won't find anywhere else? Triple check. Open 7 days a week at 4285 South 76th Street and 24 hours a day at BrewtownTrading.com. Make this holiday extra special for the sports fan in your life today at Brewtown Trading Co.
Tito's Handmade Vodka is America's favorite vodka for a reason. From the first legal distillery in Texas, Tito's is 6 times distilled till it's just right and naturally gluten-free, making it a high-quality spirit that mixes with just about anything, from the smoothest martinis to the best Bloody Marys. Tito's is known for giving back, teaming up with nonprofits to serve its communities and do good for dogs. Make your next cocktail with Tito's. Distilled and bottled by 5th Generation Inc., Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume. Savor responsibly.
This season, the Bucks are going for it all.
A game winner for the Greek Freak.
Go inside the team's pursuit of a championship on Locked In, the new season of the Behind the Bucks podcast, narrated by Bucks legend Marcus Johnson. Hear from the team stars on why they think they can make history. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts. You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, and Bradley Nortman with you. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN Nation, at 800-990-3776. That is the Carbless Talking Text. And on this Victory Monday, Keisean Nixon seals the deal. 4th and 1. Ben Johnson rolls to the left. Caleb Williams has an open tight end. DJ Moore even later, but he already threw the ball. And
Caleb Williams sucks.
Caleb Williams sucks. Ha.
Caleb Williams sucks. Ha.
Ball game. Let's go to Jeff in West Bend as we were talking about Homer on ESPN's Green Bay game night. And he was not happy with the defense in the second half. And again, I had said, well, they were on the field for 2/3 of the second half, and the Packers scored very quick. And they ultimately got the game-sealing turnover. The context of them being out in the field as long as they were mattered in this situation where the Packers also had 2 3-and-outs, not working any clock, giving them any time to rest. We'll go to Jeff for your thoughts on the Carbless Talking text line.
Yeah, thank you. First of all, let me say, super happy we win. But if you break that game down, first half, second half, and Homer's argument was, I think, a little bit more legit than what people are giving it credit for.
You think it was embarrassing and pathetic, like he said?
I won't go embarrassing and pathetic, but I will say this. You stop the team They get 3 points in the first half. You come back on the second half, you score 14, you give up 18, and at the last play of the game, Caleb Williams doesn't throw that ball where he does, and he looked 5 feet the other direction. There's DJ Moore, 11-yard line, wide open, not anybody near him. It's a tie game, and we're going into overtime.
Man, this is a tough.
Jeff, what I will say, though, Jeff, is real quick, and we can let you keep rolling here in a second, but I do want to say Caleb Williams was rolling to his left. DJ Moore, as he turned his body to throw to the tight end, was even further right at the time when he threw the ball. So he is supposed to know, because that play was run successfully for a first down in the first half, when he rolled out and ran on that exact same play to the right. And all of his success, by the way, was rolling out to the right. And this just came through my feed, courtesy of Josh DiMaggio finding it. Craziest stat of the game. The Bears used play action 61.5% of Caleb Williams' dropbacks today. That is the most play action used against the Packers in any game since they began charting it in 2006, and the most in any game all season long. So that's where the credit goes to Ben Johnson in terms of like utilizing what he has. But Caleb Williams is so limited that they have to design everything for him to be successful, which is why I think it was stupid to put the ball in his hands when they had success running the football.
Well, and this is where complementary football really matters, because to kind of further Ben's point about how much time the defense was on the field, you know, when we went to halftime and it was 14-3, I said, oh, here we go. Packers are going to get the ball. They're going to score. It'll be 21-3, and this Chicago Bear team will
ideally
not be
then Caleb Williams is going to have to throw in the pocket.
Yeah,
they can't just do their script.
You can't run the ball. You can't go nice and slow. But the reality is they went 3 and out, and they went backwards 11 yards. Minus 11 yards was the very first drive of the Green Bay offense coming out of it. And then the Bears went 10 yards and scored a touchdown. And what do you know? We have a game. So I think that was also another
10 plays and scored a touchdown? You said 10 yards.
10 plays, 64 yards, scored a touchdown. So that was where it's like, okay, now we have a game. So you have to be able to let your defense rest a little bit. And the reality is, too, we need to give the Chicago Bears some level of credit. I know we sort of like dance on their grave and we make fun of them, but the reality is second in the NFL in rushing, a top 10 offense in a lot of ways, and Ben Johnson's a great play caller. At some point, those guys are pros, too. They have a really good offensive line, a top 5 offensive line. They are going to be productive to some degree. Give the defense credit for the first half. They were excellent in the first half. A lot of time on the field in the second half, did just enough. Could they have done more? Of course. But they made some plays too. But all you have to figure out is how to end on the last drive and be able to contain them just enough.
And I think your key with that is that, yeah, you want your defense to be able to get off the field at some point. Again, I alluded to it earlier. You got to be more disciplined, because anytime you have penalties are drive killers, but also they keep drives alive. And that's exactly what the Green Bay Packers did. They kept the drive alive for the Chicago Bears with the boneheaded penalties that they gave up 30 yards for them. But at the end of the day, this Chicago Bears football team has been tested and battle-tested week in and week out against lesser opponents, but then they also beat the Philadelphia Eagles. They were up for the task, not to win, but they competed with the Green Bay Packers. And I'm not mad that this defense, got worn out a little bit. I'm not mad that this defense, had a little cracks in their armor, but at the end of the day, they still made the most important play to win this football game. You just can't expect for a team to be excellent all the time. And you cannot disrespect the Chicago Bears offense on what they have been consistently throughout this season. That's just being short-sighted. And honestly, it's expecting entirely too much from your team. You want the Packers to be dominant every time, you make every team score less than 14 points every single game? Like that, is that what we asking for? Like, come on now, that's tough.
And the reality is, we all agreed going into the game, the Packers have to stop the running game for the Chicago Bears. By all accounts, they did that. They held them to 138 yards rushing. The longest yard was 9 yards, longest run. So, I mean, they really did commit to stopping the run, taking away their first option. So the invitation is, Caleb Williams, you have to go make some plays. He made a couple plays. He made some throws that were pretty good that extended the drives and were able to put them in position to score. So I think that they executed the game plan. They got a little bit tired, but you did what you had to do to win. And they played so well in the first half that if they let down a little bit in the second half, still enough to win.
And just like that, and I think it's something we could definitely get to a little bit later, but on the Carbless Talk and Text line, you see a couple of the officiating comments right now. And Matt LaFleur addressed those in terms of the Keisean Nixon being grabbed by the throat and then getting the he did it second penalty back in front of the refs, which I thought was horrendous because he saw the whole thing. Plus, obviously, Micah Parsons a couple times.
All the time.
A couple. I've seen Caleb Williams roll out and see Micah Parsons being grabbed in the inside of his shoulder pad on his neck. Like, no, this is one thing. Matt LaFleur needs to take all that film, all them holds, because they're going to have like 15 of them, send it to the NFL and say, I expect this to be called at least 3 times. Because if you
get fined for that?
No, because
that's in a way saying, look what you guys didn't call.
I think what people have to understand is
he threaded the line. We can listen to it later. He threaded the line of saying, I'm not an official, but
the momentum that penalties kill. The Chicago Bears, if you don't call those penalties on Micah Parsons, this is the result you see. If you call those penalties that Micah Parsons is actually being held, now you're talking about where they gain maybe 6 yards on the play, they're walking back 10 yards, right? Those are huge plays that the Green Bay Packers did not get awarded simply for I don't know what reason. They need to make sure they're calling those penalties.
Well, and the reality is when you're that great, like you should get penalties called. If you had a great receiver, like a truly elite receiver, and he's being held or pass interfered with every time, you have to call it. That's part of his greatness. It's the same thing with Micah Parsons. He's being held. You have to call it. It's just part of his greatness.
As we do just about every Monday or game day after or post game after the game that we are on, was Jordan Love through week 14. What has he been? Has he been elite? Great? Good? Did we eliminate average or do we still put average?
Let's still put it. Let's see how many haters are out there. Let's see how many haters are still in the KBN
He's
universe.
not. Like, he's just not average. Average should have 0% of the vote. It should have 0%. Through 14 weeks, has Jordan Love been elite, great, good, or average, which you cannot vote for because it's wrong, but it's there for you. On Twitter at KBN ESPN. We'll also hear from you at 800-990-3776. The Carbless Talk and Text line. Kyle, Brust, Nortman are back in 2 short minutes.
It's time for the Milwaukee Basketball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart, located at 16th and National in Milwaukee. National Liquor Mart is packed with deals for all your beverage needs, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily.
The Bucks fell 124-112 in Detroit to the Pistons on Saturday night. Kevin Porter Jr. led all scorers with the season-high 32 points, including 19 in the first half, but Milwaukee couldn't keep pace after the Pistons opened the third quarter on a 13-3 run. Here's head coach Doc Rivers after the game.
I hated how we came out in the third. Man, I thought we played perfect in the first half. You know, the turnovers, a couple bad turnovers, not many though. Like we did everything, and as I talked about before the game, we were leading in the margins. Scoring is going to be hard for us. We understand that, and that's why our defense has to be better.
The Bucks will enjoy some time off as they will return home to face the Celtics on Thursday.
This has been the Milwaukee Basketball Report on 94.5 ESPN. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart.
At Big Fish Contracting, we want every home project to be a good story worth sharing. That's why we as a team aim to exceed your expectations. We can improve any aspect of your home. Everything from a complex remodel to the essential roof, gutters, siding, and windows. Integrity, humility, and kindness are why we've grown in southeastern Wisconsin for the last 2 decades. Visit BigFishContracting.com to learn how Big Fish is renovating homes and redeeming an industry.
Looking for the early gift for the basketball fan on your list? This holiday season, Fiserv Forum brings the heat with the Milwaukee Hoop Showdown. Friday, December 19th, the Wisconsin Badgers versus Villanova at 7 p.m. But first, UW Milwaukee takes on South Dakota State at 4. 2 big games, 1 electric night, all under one roof. Check off that holiday list and get your tickets now at FiservForum.com/showdown. The Badgers headline the action on Friday, December 19th, and you don't want to miss it. Visit FiservForum.com/showdown.
Tune in to KBN every day at 2 o'clock. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman. 94.5 ESPN is WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN on ESPN Wisconsin. Here's Kyle Wallace, Ben Brust, and Brad Nortman.
I am fascinated to see where these results come in on Twitter at KBN ESPN. How would you evaluate Jordan Love through 14 weeks? Elite, great, good, or average? Right now, only elite and great with the votes. Very early, just put up by Alex Strofe. Kyle, Brust, and Nortman across ESPN Wisconsin with you on ESPN Wisconsin until 4 o'clock. Take you to 5 o'clock on 94.5 ESPN. Strofe's running the show. Love to hear from you. as always, on the Carbless Talk and Text line 800-990-3776. And engage with us on YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee and at ESPN Madison. If you don't mind, guys, I'd like to start.
Please.
He is great. He is knocking on the door of elite. I can't vote for elite, but he is great. And you know what makes him great? This isn't a negative. This is what we've grown accustomed to. Not in a bulk fashion by any sense, but that first interception, right? You're like, what the hell? But again, the guy has amnesia in the best way. I used to say basketball have shooter's amnesia. He's got INT amnesia. He throws it and he's like, whatever. Like that's one throw. And then threw 3 touchdown passes, 1 dime ball to Bo Melton, hit Christian Watson in a way in which we've always talked about Jordan Love from a putting the ball, can he put it in the spot where the receiver can catch and like do more with it? That ball was perfect, Christian Watson. Then he put on the meep jet speed and was gone. So his ability to continue to not let one throw affect the entire game makes him great. He's knocking on the door of elite. The way he becomes elite, unfortunately, I think he's got to go do this type of stuff in the playoffs. I think he's going to be great for me until you get that Jordan Love type game in the playoffs. Like he did against the Dallas Cowboys, but in an NFC championship game. You know, like it's tough, but ultimately that's how we judge elite quarterbacks, is how far they're able to take their team in the playoffs. Fair or unfair, that's kind of how it is. And that's what I think he's capable of doing it. And he's got some help around him. The defense is good enough, right, from a standpoint of like you have a pass rusher that changes the game for you. They have speed. They're starting to build their identity. Then I'm going to say great. And I love that he doesn't let those interceptions bother him, because a lot of quarterbacks, they throw one, they change their game. He stayed in there through 3 touchdowns and played fantastic.
I was going to vote great. And I was going to vote great for that reason right there. Because on that first drive, I even tweeted about this. I said, he took a big sack, Jordan Love, and then he threw a bad interception. I was thinking to myself, this is the only way Chicago Bears wins, is if you give them the game. And I was concerned at that point. And what do you know? Jordan Love doesn't rattle whatsoever. He turns it back on, and he is elite the rest of the game. Having that type of amnesia, having that type of ability to turn the page and be able to fearlessly throw the ball, whether it be down the field, through the needle, whatever else, is what makes him elite. Now, the question is he among the elite quarterbacks' career of like the landscape? He's not there yet. He's not Mahomes. He's not Josh Allen.
This is just this season through week 14.
The question is he in 2025 season through week 14 elite? And the answer is an emphatic yes. So he is 3rd in fewest interceptions, 5th in touchdown passes, 9th in completion percentage, 2nd in QBR, 4th in quarterback rating. All of those top 10 stats, mostly top 5 stats.
Top 5 in the rating in QBR, I think, is very important.
That takes in everything, and that takes in time of the game. So what you do in the fourth quarter matters more than what you do in the first quarter. For all those reasons, he's statistically elite. But really, you know what it comes down to, guys? When you watch the Green Bay Packers, you know what the reality is? The Green Bay Packers win because of Jordan Love.
Thank you.
They win because of Jordan Love, and that is the ultimate sniff test of an elite quarterback. He has elite numbers. That's right. Yep, that's elite. That's elite right there. He has elite numbers. He is an elite quarterback. He is game planned against, and the Packers win because of Jordan Love. That makes him an elite quarterback.
Thank you. I've been waiting for y'all to finally see the light of elite Jordan Love. Yesterday was another elite performance, 234 yards, 3 touchdown passes. But what makes Jordan Love so good is the fact that right there that you believe, Brad, is that every time the opposing team comes back and gets close to the Green Bay Packers, what does Jordan Love do? They're up 14-11. The Bears cut the lead to 3. What does Jordan Love do? Leads them downfield for a touchdown. The Bears tie the game up at 21-21 late in the fourth quarter. What does Jordan Love do? Lead them downfield for a touchdown to win that football game. That is exactly what elite quarterbacks do, and he's doing it with deep passes, short passes, and everything. But more importantly, y'all, it's the fact that Jordan Love, his demeanor, right? The way he is with these guys, right? His whole personality, how composed he is, the leadership qualities that make everybody around him better. The one thing elite quarterback does, and we saw with Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre, they rise everybody's talent around him. That is exactly what we're seeing as Jordan Love is getting the most out these guys, because every time they're in the huddle, he doesn't flinch. He does not flinch. He threw that interception, and guess what? Jordan Love didn't flinch whatsoever, and everybody saw that, and everybody said, you know what? We good. Jordan got us, and the results is what we see on the football field. So what you are looking at is you are looking at an elite quarterback in the NFL with Jordan Love, and you saw the difference. Caleb Williams, young quarterback, ain't ready. What did he do? He threw an interception to lose that game. Jordan Love, every single week, he puts the Green Bay Packers in a position to win. It is rare that a football team each and every week is either blowing teams out, winning by double digits, or losing by a couple points. That is what a good quarterback can do for you, is keep teams alive and give you opportunity.
We have a lot of the Carbless talk and text line. J-Love is Grey-leet.
Pick one.
I agree.
Grey-leet or Grey-leet?
Grey-leet.
Maybe Grey-leet, yeah.
Grey-leet, in between great and elite.
I don't think that's the case anymore, though, boys.
Yeah. I was going to go to you after the Carbless talk and text line, but this one stood out to me. Elite, question mark. He threw an interception. Do you consider Patrick Mahomes elite?
Dude said threw an interception. Bro, he has 4 interceptions. The whole
season.
The whole knock on Jordan Love the first 2 seasons, especially early in the season, was his poor decision-making, the interceptions that he's thrown. And we're going to sit here and act like this guy is going to be perfect and not throw a single interception? Right now, he is teetering in Aaron Rodgers type error when it comes to the ratio of touchdowns to interceptions. This guy is going to finish the season with single-digit interceptions, and he may have 30 touchdowns. Like, let's give him his credit. We're going to talk about 1 interception. All quarterbacks make bad throws. You're going to throw the ball 25 to 30 times in a game. You may have 1 bad throw. Like, dude is playing at a ridiculous level, but more importantly, look at the record. He has a winning record every single year. I'm sorry.
He's playing really, really well.
Wait a minute. Can I just finish?
It was just one comment.
Every season.
Chill, bro.
Thank you. Every season he has been a quarterback of the Green Bay Packers, he has had a winning record. That is extremely impressive, especially following after 2 legends like he did. Like,
especially being 3-5 and taking them to
they were
the
3 and 6.
3 and 6, right?
That was still the most remarkable.
As I was listening to Jen, Gabe, and Chewy, the only thing that they brought up that is interesting, that I think is just nitpicky to the conversation, but it's like it is kind of true. He doesn't have, again, this is nitpicky. He doesn't have those like, oh, the ball is tipped and it's get intercepted. You know what I mean?
Every one of his 4 interceptions this season has been, what the hell are you doing?
Exactly. Yeah. It's crazy.
But the good news is he's played 13 games and there's only been 4 of them.
And
correct. But it's just funny that all 4 of them like, what the hell?
Well, and last year, he used to have 5 of those throws per game, where it's like, oh, that's a bad interception, or oh, that should be intercepted. Now he's having 1 throw every 3 weeks, where it's like, ooh, that was rough. They're like memorable, right? He's playing so well that the bad throws, you can like remember them distinctly. And again, that's reflective of a great quarterback, because it's so uncharacteristic of Jordan Love now, where when he does throw that bad pick, it sticks out in your memory. Bad quarterbacks, there's too many of them. You can't even remember all of them because there's too many. He is playing at such an elite level that...
Yeah, you said bad quarterback, it stands out. Like, I have him in my head, and I'm like, oh, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, those I can like remember those 4 picks. When somebody throws 15 interceptions, you can't remember all of them. So Jordan Love, to see him ascend, the one thing Jordan Love has always done, he has been able to shape and evolve and be coachable, right? All the things that you get on him for. Oh, completion percentage is down. He becomes top 10 completion percentage. Last year, he's playing great, but you got to eliminate those dumb throws. He's basically eliminated those. He's 3rd fewest interceptions in the NFL. The guy that's probably going to win the MVP, Matthew Stafford, he also has 4 interceptions. Yeah. So it's just inevitable. You just got to limit them.
I said Kyle is one comment, but now we're getting basically elite or like absolutely not. I'll bet you $100 he'll never win a Super Bowl. Decent to good. Whoa. Elite haters. Need more consistency and to win big games. Again, the question is through 14 weeks. So I think that is what's being convoluted.
He might win the MVP.
Again,
if we're talking strictly about this year.
Kevin in Illinois, elite. My man might mess around, win the MVP. He's on the trajectory, especially if Stafford or May have a couple meh games. He's in the mix. He's 3rd in the MVP odds. I think he's probably going to fall short, But
it's an outstanding year,
but if this team is the number 1 seed in the NFC, if the Rams do falter, how do you not give it to him? Because it's likely going to be, again, we've talked about it. They go as far as he takes
Matthew
them, and as he's been going, the Packers have been winning.
Yep.
But if Car-a-thon continues the way it started.
Car-a-thon, man.
The problem
Car-a-thon,
is
Jordan Love is such a real thing. It's actually unbelievable. It's truly ridiculous.
It is. The hard thing is Stafford needs to falter. Even if Jordan Love keeps playing well, Matthew Stafford needs to play bad the final 4 games.
he's putting up, when they win, they win in dominant fashion. He's putting up big numbers.
800-990-3776. Stevie, I know you get mad at some things, but are you celebrating the Happy Victory Monday here?
I am. I'm very happy to be on with you guys. You guys know you guys are my favorite. I wasn't going to talk about this. I'm going to start by saying the Jordan Love hate is disturbing. Extremely disturbing. He is. He's done everything we've asked of him, and people don't realize it's like the LaFleur thing, right? If you're going to get rid of him, then what? Well, you're going to get rid of Jordan Love. Do you realize how hard it is to find a quarterback in the National Football League, right? And he's been amazing. So stop the Jordan Love hate. You guys sound ridiculous out there. But what I wanted to talk about is the celebrating on the defensive side. I think that you guys have known I've been on this for a long time. I've noticed it quite a bit. Yesterday there was a play on first down where we made a tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Guys are dancing in the backfield, and then they give up a 20-yard gain. And for me, I can't accept that. And I think it comes down to a lack of focus. They get a lead, and we're a younger team. I think X and the other guys need to reel these guys in. And going with that, I don't know if you guys noticed it, we have trouble finishing plays. I know Manungai is tough to tackle, but on several occasions yesterday, guys gave up before the play was over, including the play on the goal line where Valentine had given up and he got away.
He got rolled over.
No, Valentine was behind. So he gave up behind, and he thought the play was over, and he would have been there. He would have gotten rolled over, too.
Stevie, appreciate the call. Got to keep it rolling here. We know your overall thoughts here, but I would ask you to look at every team around the NFL. If somebody makes a play behind the line of scrimmage, everyone celebrates.
It's a game.
It's emotional.
It's emotional, but it's also a game to be celebrated. I would say this defense plays with so much passion. They play with so much speed. They play with flowing to the ball. Like this defense.
Almost don't want to take it out.
Yeah. I mean, do you remember when Manungai met Cooper in the hole
and his helmet flipped off?
Oh my gosh, that is football, baby. These guys are flying around, popping pads, popping helmets, and playing with passion. Evan Williams, Edgerrin Cooper, Javon Bullard, Xavier McKinney, Keisean Nixon, CV, like this team flies around there and they make hits and they make plays and they don't give up.
Brad just talked about the second best running offense in the NFL. Their long was 9 yards.
Not one explosive run. Now, you guys are right, and to be actually on the field and these guys, I mean, modern day gladiators, right, of being able to feel that emotion out there. The one thing I'll agree with Stevie is there are some times where the trash talking or the celebration, it didn't really fit the moment. And it can be a moment of lack of self-awareness. 90% of the time, I am totally with you when it comes to celebrating, enjoy it. You make a big play, you lean into that. Every once in a while, the trash talking occurs, or a hit that's 15 yards down the line, down the field, and you're celebrating a big hit. There are moments where 10% of the time I'm like, that didn't fit a celebration or a trash talk, but 90% of the time I'm totally good with that.
Yeah, I can go back to Keisean Nixon and Jair Alexander celebrating against the Vikings and then giving up to I even forget the wide receiver 3's name that had 4 catches for 50 yards and scored a touchdown on the same drive out of the second half against the Vikings when they were 14-3. Josh Naylor, maybe?
Yeah, is that it?
I don't know exactly.
Yeah.
But that's when I was like, man, focus up. But look at what they've done. Top 10 rush defense. Micah Parsons off the edge.
Top 10. Oh, top 10 rush defense. Yeah. They showed. I think they showed up yesterday. It was a battle, and I can't wait for next week. But without that, let's get forward and move forward to the Denver Broncos.
We will continue on this Victory Monday as Brad thinks he's nailed down the identity of the Green Bay Packers. Have you? 800-990-3776, the Carbless Talking text line. Next.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN.
You throw hands?
Do I throw hands?
With T.O.
Will I? I'll throw hands with Andre the Giant, man.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
We've got an accident on westbound 94 just past Moreland Road. It's off on the right shoulder. Watch out for that. I think it might just be cleared out of the way. Either way, just keep an eye out for it. Southbound 43 backing up from Keefe all the way down through the Marquette. Westbound 94 is also slowing down from 27th Street to Hawley, eastbound from 84th to Hawley Road. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, chance of snow showers, mostly cloudy, a low 18. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, snow and rain mix, a high of 37. Weather's brought to you by Big Frog Custom T-shirts and more. Easy and affordable apparel personalization with no minimums and fast turnaround. For all your printing needs, bigfrog.com/Mequon. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, it's your friend John McGivern. In a world full of chaos, I'm grateful for a health plan that has my back. Network Health is so reliable and trustworthy, they always put me and over 126,000 members first. It's just what they do and what they've always done for over 41 years. Call 833-7-NETWORK today. HMO and POS plans underwritten by Network Health Plan. Compensation has been provided for using this endorsement of Network Health.
This fall, make 3rd Street Market Hall your one-stop, must-stop destination to eat, drink, and play. 3rd Street Market Hall has over 15 locally owned food vendors, a self-service beer wall featuring 30 Wisconsin breweries, over 50 HD TVs, and happy hour specials all week. The perfect place to work remotely or catch a game between meetings or over lunch. 3rd Street Market Hall is your home away from home or office. Visit 3rdstreetmarkethall.com for menus, events, and more information.
A blizzard of $300,000 in prizes is rolling into Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee. It's Arctic action. 1 in, Step 1. Earn entries with your rewards card December 1st through the 18th. Step 2. Show up for Thursday drawings. Step 3. Be ready for a chance to pick from a weekly prize board. As a bonus, there'll be a jackpot drawing for the leftover prizes. Arctic action. Only at Potawatomi. More info online. Must be 21 and a rewards member to play.
Christmas is a time of generosity.
Kessler's wants to be generous, and we suspect that you want to be generous too. Let's team up.
This year, we're going to make it possible for you to be more generous than ever.
Number 1, Kessler's has a big selection of delightful diamond jewelry priced at $150 on up.
Number 2, great gifts at affordable prices such as sterling silver earrings, pendants, and bracelets to fit every look and every personality.
Number 3, with your purchase of more than $299, you'll get a bonus gift worth at least $90.
You can choose from a lucky 4-leaf clover pendant
or a 22-inch stainless steel curb chain, ion plated in yellow gold.
And please, please don't get all cleaned up and dressed up. This is Kessler's, your home away from home.
If you're wearing muddy boots and your pajama bottoms, that's totally fine.
We've all done it.
Come to Kessler's.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you and our holiday hours, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Hey, it's Gary Ellison for Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center. Looking to escape the cold or take a midday break? Get your game on at Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center, where it's always golf season. Play more than 2,000 courses, including over 50 right here in Wisconsin. And even that famous course where they hand out green jackets. Top tech simulators, great food, and the best Bloody Marys around. This is your year-round slice of summer. Bays start at just $35 an hour, Monday through Friday. Book your bay today at WisconsinIndoorGolfCenter.com.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Love going to the Princeton Club for a great workout, whether it's the 8 Madison locations, as I was driving by last week, or the one in New Berlin, sauna, steam room. You walk in, the vibe is fantastic. They're cheering for you to get better. They provide everything for you in their wonderful fitness clubs. Free childcare with the membership, open 24/7, super clean, great equipment. Literally, everything you need is right there. So no matter what your goal is, big or small, get the tour, and you're going to find out the Princeton Club is the place for you, for your better tomorrow. Victory Monday on Kyle Brust Nortman. As the Packers win 28-21, regain first place of the NFC North.
That's cool. I mean, that's nice.
And have their sights set on other things, Kyle. That's what I was going to say next.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool and all. Like, first place is nice. Like, should be expected this year.
Wait a minute. They haven't won the NFC North in however many years?
Well, it was expected's wrong, I agree. But this was the goal to take it back.
For sure.
Haven't won it since
Isn't
2021.
that worth celebrating? Isn't that? I mean, it's not done yet.
4 seasons? I thought it was 3 seasons. My
No,
goodness.
they didn't make the playoffs in 22. They've been the 7th seed, 23, 24.
Season 4.
Oh, so it'd be 3 seasons.
Fourth season.
Fourth season.
Missed
But if
3 times.
Yeah, missed
Fourth
3 times.
season.
He can't do math.
Well, 2021 was the last time they won the North. It's been 4 years.
Semantics off. Bradley Nortman.
See how many years it's been. I gave you the answer.
3 or 4?
Asking me for a final answer?
Yeah.
It's been 4 years.
But if they win it this year, it's only been 3 seasons.
A 3-season gap.
Right, but first time in 4 years.
But they win.
They would say the first time in 4 years they've won the division. That is what they would say.
That's kind of.
I think he's right. Brad, what's this team's identity?
All right, guys. It hasn't been firmly, completely established yet, but you're seeing the foundation, and I'm seeing this team's identity.
Whoa. It's not firmly?
Well, yeah. I mean, it takes more than a month of establishing it.
You, of all people, have been saying by week 14 at
That's very true.
I mean,
you
can't build the identity of the season. So no, you've been saying it's too late. So it better be now. Otherwise, you're breaking your own rule. That you're not firmly saying their identity. You're going to wait till week 16.
Well, most identities,
you know what I'm saying, Kyle?
most identities are already established week 2. So this Packers team, they're playing behind the 8 ball.
Week 2,
So
I don't know about
finally, oh yeah, you think Dan Campbell and the the Lions wonder about who they are week 2, or the the high-flying Rams. This team...
Yes, the Lions did wonder who they were week 2.
Not most of these years, though.
That's true.
This team has a culture and an identity of letting it rip. That's what I see when I see the offense and defense. And Matt LaFleur, the new version of Matt LaFleur, it's letting it rip. On the offense, baby, love is in the air. You are taking shots with Jordan Love. High-flying, love-centric rhythm, and you are taking shots. And also in the running game, a physical style of running. On the defensive side, hard-hitting and fast, and you're getting after the passer. For all those reasons, plus going forward on 4th down, this team has embraced and leaned into a culture not of being conservative, not like it was middle of the season, but of a culture of letting it rip. I see it in the game plans. I see it on offense. I see it on defense. Matt LaFleur's 4th down calls. It would be really easy. Like I said last week, hey, this Bears defense, the only way they win games is if they get turnovers. So you should throttle it back a little bit. Don't take the risks. Don't take the chances. Don't let it rip. Matt LaFleur and Jordan Love laughs at that notion, and you saw all in the game plan of letting it rip. With Jordan Love, ball in his hands, even in the running game, you can see the way Josh Jacobs runs is physical. It's heavy-handed. It embraces contact. Offense, defense, play calling. It is let it rip. The only way the Green Bay Packers will get to their final goal, winning the NFC North, maybe even a Super Bowl run, is to continue this identity of letting it rip. If you get too conservative, you're gonna falter like they did earlier in the season. Let it rip, Matt LaFleur. Let it rip.
And they found so much success.
Do you firmly believe that's the foundation?
I do. I do believe it is now.
No, as it should be. Again, we've seen success when this team has been ultra aggressive. You've seen the results on the football field. You saw it at the end of the first half when you're taking a deep shot for 40-some yards downfield to Bo Melton is because of the fact that you're staying aggressive in these football games. You saw it against the Detroit Lions. When this team stays aggressive in these big games like this, they seem to find success. And let this be a lesson for Matt LaFleur as we continue to move on. How do you want to live and die? Right. That is, how do you want to do you want to live being conservative, or you want to die being aggressive? I want this Green Bay Packer team to figure out who they are, and I would prefer the Green Bay Packers going for it. At the end of the game, we all knew if the Bears were to score a touchdown, what do we think? They're going to do what? Go for 2.
Go for 2.
We knew that. Why? It's because they understood, hey, Ben Johnson, I'm going to go for it. That's exactly what you're going to do. I hope Matt LaFleur fully understands that nobody here will be upset if he continues to go for it on 4th down, because if he continues to put the ball in the hands of Jordan Love, because these guys have been responding for him, and this is the formula, as Brad said, and a great identity to have, and it's been successful for him so far this year.
For me, I think this was a conversation we had when thinking about the Bears defense, right? How they are feast or famine. They give up a lot of yards, they give up a lot of points, but they do take the ball away. And this conversation started Monday and Tuesday, and John Anderson might have nipped it for Brad when he had said, Brad had said initially, maybe they have to throttle back just a little bit. If they throw a little bit more, Jordan Love will put it in danger potentially, and then you get turnovers. And then John came out and was like, Brad, what they've been doing the last 2 weeks has been working. And I was on that team initially because I was like, if you try and throttle back something that is working, then you get those second thoughts in your head of like overthinking, time score, do I throw it, do I not? He's playing at a level where Matt LaFleur is showing that he trusts him. And you know how we know that? Because of what Kyle said. They had every intention of just trying to get points at the end of the half. But when he saw an opportunity that was there, he did what Brad said. He let it rip and threw a perfect ball. I'd say 95% perfect.
Yeah, almost perfect.
Yeah. 95% perfect.
To
Bo Melton. Nice. Maybe you saw Bo Melton was like, I'm nervous. It's Bo out there.
Got to make it easy for him.
Cornerback 4, now playing wide receiver. Let's make sure he gets it. He went for it. And so I think that might not have happened if Jordan Love in the back of his head was like, game plan, don't put it at risk. Instead, he let the game flow, saw what was out there, and just played football. And he's playing in a confident way that you can expect moving forward, and you should expect moving forward because you have evidence the last 3 weeks and from every Carathon that he's played in that this time of the season he's going to cook.
Right, and that's the thing. Culture is enduring, but game plans change based on the week, right? And the culture that they're starting to implement of letting it rip, of being aggressive, it's what wins in today's NFL. If you're not doing that, if you are being conservative, if you are punting on every fourth down, if you're not going for explosive plays, you are falling behind. You're putting yourself at a disadvantage because the league has evolved. Analytics has shown that you're better off over a long period of time doing certain things as opposed to being conservative. And it's an offensive-driven league, so you have to be aggressive to some degree. Matt LaFleur, I believe, has learned that to this point. This team operates best when Jordan Love is rhythmic and able to let it rip. And, you just see what this team's potential is when they're doing that. And I think that's the thing that maybe I was too honed in on the Bears was you know what? That's how they win. So we need to change a little bit what we do to counteract that. I think the reality is when you're the better team and when you have belief in yourself, it doesn't matter what the other team does. You keep on rolling because this is just a speed bump on the way to a full season.
Impose your will and your identity on the opposing team. That is what great teams do, and the Green Bay Packers need to continue to do it to get to where they want to go.
As we've mentioned, this is a Victory Monday, and we'll continue to mention it. And it's brought to you by Palermo's Pizza, Wisconsin's hometown pizza with delicious brands like Palermo's, Connie's, Urban Pie, and Screamin' Sicilian. Palermo's has your game day covered. Find Palermo's in your local grocer's freezer. And if you go to stack up and get the chest freezer out, BOGO at Pick and Save right now. Connie's delivers that pizzeria taste without those prices, cornmeal dusted thin crust, and all natural ingredients to enjoy the pizzeria experience at your home. Pick and Save right now. The hot offer is Connie's buy one, get one through the 16th of December, Victory Monday, and get your Palermo's. And also make sure, if you don't get the Connie's, you get a Screamin' Sicilian. You can find what all that screaming is about. Jason Wilde scheduled to appear at 3:45. My daughter mumbled some more words.
Oh.
Yeah. And it was shocking. Very shocking. I need some advice on how to be a parent with a daughter choosing fandom. Next.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman.
The kid's got the longest rope in radio. Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
You could take that one of two ways, and I agree with both.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, King. I see you, the confident.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
A bit slow on southbound 43, starting around Capitol Drive, stretching all the way down through the Marquette and over the High Rise Bridge. You're back on the brakes from about Lincoln down towards the KK River. Westbound 94 backing up from 27th Street to Hawley Road, eastbound from 76th to Hawley, and southbound 41 heavy from Good Hope Road all the way down to Capitol Drive. Traffic is brought to you by Fisco Auto Body. Call Fisco Auto Body to help with all body repair needs. Fisco, Fisco, Fisco. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast tonight, chance for snow showers, mostly cloudy, a low of 18. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, snow and rain mix. Later on with a high of 37. Weather is brought to you by Wisconsin Indoor Golf Center in Waukesha. Play over 2,000 courses, including that famous one with the green jackets. Book your bay at wisconsinindorgolfcenter.com. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
It's ESPN Milwaukee's Brad Nortman here with some exciting news from my friends at Bank 59. Not only have they been named a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they've just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as the best bank in the Milwaukee area. Honestly, I'm not surprised. Not only do they have great products and services, but they truly live out their mission to make lives better. If you're looking for a true local community bank, check out The Best. Visit bank59.com to learn more today. Member FDIC.
This winter, upgrade your home and your savings with Exterior Pros and Baths. New windows, roofing, siding, or a stunning bath makeover. Get it done now and get $3,000 off your project. That's right, $3,000 back in your pocket during our biggest year-end blowout. Call 262-800-4274 or head to extpros.com. Don't wait. These holiday savings melt away fast. Exterior Pros and Baths. Your home upgraded for the holidays.
The holidays are the perfect time to thank the people who make your business shine. At Alpha Custom Apparel, we help you create custom gifts and branded apparel that show true appreciation. Whether it's polished polos for your sales team, cozy quarter zips for employees, or thoughtful giveaways for your best clients. We make it easy with fast turnaround, creative options, and Midwest service you can count on. This season, give gifts that build pride and strengthen relationships long after the holidays are over. Visit alphacustomapparel.com and start your holiday gifting today.
Pain has a way of stealing the moments that matter most, especially during the holidays. It's not just your knees, your back, or your shoulders. It's time with family and friends. But in 2026, that all could change when your body remembers how to heal. It just needs a little help finding the way back. Dr. Ashley Caravelli and her team at QC Kinetics here in Milwaukee believe relief doesn't just come from surgery or pain pills. They use your body's own natural healing abilities to repair and restore what's been lost. It's your body's comeback story, powered by the very cells that built you in the first place. No surgery, no pain pills, no long recovery, just your body remembering how to feel alive again. QC Kinetics delivers that long-term relief that you're finally looking for. Make the new year your turning point where pain stops defining you. It's time to take that first step. Literally, time to walk, enjoy the holidays, live without pain, and live without hesitation. With QC Kinetics, healing is within reach. Schedule your free consultation today at QC Kinetics. Give them a call at 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
This season, give gifts that are always a win. Island Resort and Casino gift cards, gaming and dining, poolside fun and overnight stays. Gift cards unlock endless island adventures, like championship golf rounds on Sweetgrass and Sage Run, a blissful escape to the Drift Spa, and an unforgettable evening in the Island Showroom. To buy Island Resort and Casino gift cards, stop by the Island Club or call 877-ISL-SHOW now.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Ben Brust, Kyle Wallace, and Brad Nortman had some people over for the Packers game yesterday. And as someone who does not really have a true affiliation to an NFL team, as we discovered some old tweets last week from Bears fans, we have a Green Bay Packers onesie that my daughter was in yesterday. And the girls in the room were chanting, "Go Pack." And she knows dad and animal sounds, but like the two-syllable thing is a little tough right now. It's like, what does a lion say? Roar. And what does a cow say? Moo. Dad, mom. But this happened after Keisean Nixon picked off Caleb Williams. Take a listen.
Oh.
Go. Pack.
That's a smart little one.
That is a smart
So does this mean I now have to like bring her to family night and
Yep.
Lambeau Field for experiences? Buy her stock.
Hey,
get her
Quit, $250 for a 2-year-old?
Ben,
Oh, it's not even for sale, is it?
put her on the waiting list. Put her on the season ticket waiting list.
Oh.
You heard the idea of core memories?
That's what I'm.
You experience things?
Again, I'm getting the text going to work today about the Santa like brunches and lunches or meeting Santa. I'm like, sure, yes. Like, but like that's very important, obviously. But those are plans I don't like. Just do it.
Hey, we love Santa Claus. Make sure you're not nice, not naughty.
Very good, Kyle. So yes, Brad, like that's why I'm bringing this up is like she grew up in my wife grew up in St. Louis. Obviously the Rams left town. They hate Kroenke or whatever his name is, the rich guy who took him to the Rams.
Yeah.
So she's wearing Packers gear. She's saying, "Go Pack." After Keisean Nixon buries the Bears, you've won 12 of your last 13. Since I've been alive in 91, obviously the stats start in 92 when it gets really ridiculous, like 52 and 16. All I've known, and from moving to the state, is the Packers having success. So you get born into fandom, as we all talked about.
Yeah.
So am I choosing for her because this will pay off dividends in her life later?
You know how I see this, Ben? You know, one of the most important decisions of any person's life.
Kyle babysat her for 3 hours.
That's all it would take.
One of the most important decisions of your life is deciding who you're going to marry. It shapes your life in a lot of different ways. So by you cultivating and crafting your baby girl to be a Packer fan, you know what it's doing? You are self-selecting her future husband to not be a Bear fan. Now, that is an important fatherly duty right there. Now,
so do I want her future husband to be anything like my family? Nope.
I mean, I will say them Bears fans got a little more wealth down in Chicago. So
it always comes back to money. So you're saying you would marry a Bears fan?
Yeah,
if she had trust fund money and she was a Bears fan,
baby girl, and it was a trust fund Bears fan baby girl. Would that be a deal breaker?
I can't see his eyes, but I can see him thinking.
Take your glasses off.
Let's not use me as an example. If I had a daughter and she's a Packer backer like her papa and her mama is, and she happened to marry a Bears fan who has a trust fund baby, he's a millionaire. Listen, blank the Bears and go Pack go, but I'll be blanking the Bears on his yacht. Sure will be. I'm like, the Bears still suck. Hey, give me another Mai Tai. Come on. Oh, y'all losing again. 30 years. Hell yeah. I can be rich and happy. I can get it all. That's okay. Yeah. Dad, he's a Bears fan. Well, honey.
His dad owned XYZ, and so the stock is public and see how we just do it.
We make fun of him. You know, some people make bad decisions. All the other decisions is good. So, yeah, you know what? I'll let him marry one, but you ain't going to be what my kids won't be when I tell them my grandkids are Packers fans. That's where we draw the line.
But, you know, the father's influence is certainly going to have them be a
The hell with that. Papa Wallace got to listen. I'll bribe my little grandkids.
What if I was just going to kill off Kyle in this world, and then he's left to make the decision.
Then my daughter is a Wallace, and she would know what to do.
She'll convert. She'll convert to be a Bears
hell
fan.
She would. She'd tell her husband, listen, honey, never ever. I am a Wallace, and I'm a Packers fan forever.
She gonna keep her last name?
Well, that's her decision. I don't know what she's gonna do.
Wallace.
I don't know what she's gonna do.
Strofe, you wouldn't sell out for money like Kyle as a true Packer backer, would
he's
you?
Poor. He would 100%.
No, I wouldn't. No, I couldn't do it. I dated a Bears fan very briefly in college.
What was that like?
Lovely woman. But,
was she rich?
I don't know how. We didn't get that far.
Well, you didn't get that far, but your current girlfriend, you asked about wedding vows on the first date?
That was years later. I was like, I think I was
You confused me.
19 at the time, and I was, 25, 26 when I met my current girlfriend. So
Wait, you don't know the financial status of a woman you're dating? Her family?
Well, I wouldn't say
they should also be asking him, you know.
In college,
we only hung out a few times, but we watched a Packers-Bears game together, and the Packers won, obviously. But
how did you act in that environment?
As I always do, which I think was probably a turnoff.
Yeah, you are a walking
red
turnoff.
Flag, yeah.
I mean, I met some hot Bears fans before. I ain't
Yeah.
I mean,
Chicago.
I mean, Illinois is a big state. Very big state.
Chicago's a big city.
Chicago's a big city.
It's a big state. But I don't know outside of the Chicago area.
You're right.
If you go south of
gets a little rural.
Yeah. Once you go past to the south suburbs, I don't know what they look like.
You've heard the term farmer's daughter before. That's true. There's good lookers.
Those rural girls can hold their own now. They're
how
what do you know about rural girls, Brad?
I don't want no woman that can shuck hay or whatever they call it. I don't want that.
Shuck hay, huh?
Shuck corn.
You're really a city boy.
Shucking corn. That's what it's shucking corn. Is that what it is?
Correct.
I don't know what shuck means.
Levi, you've been on hold for 100 minutes. It's a new record. What do you got before Jason Wilde?
You had to go there, didn't you, Ben?
No, I didn't try to.
Yeah, I know. I don't think Scalzo would do that either with your old show. No, I'm kidding. Just kidding. Well, I wanted to tell Kyle, your glasses look fantastic, bro. You look Little Wayne, man. The Bears
The
still
Versace
suck,
shades,
man.
you like them, Levi, huh? You got some little style in you, don't you? You like the Versace shades. Medusa head. Versace, Medusa head on me like I'm Illuminati.
Right, Levi?
I'm sorry, what?
Right? Yeah, you know that?
Sorry, I don't. I'm sorry, I don't. But
what else you got, Levi?
But I just wanted to say that the Packers, the Bears, man, give them. I'm gonna give them a little credit though. They really made this game really interesting, especially in the second half or in the fourth quarter. I was actually feeling very nervous though a little bit.
Feel nervous no more, Levi. The game is over, and we will see them in 2 weeks. We appreciate you holding and for the wonderful call.
You made him wait 100 minutes just to cut him off?
I didn't cut him off. We got to get to Jason Wilde. He's got a tight schedule.
Oh, Jason!
Victory Monday brought to you by Palermo's Pizza, Wisconsin's hometown pizza with delicious brands like Palermo's, Connie's, Urban Pie, and Screamin' Sicilian. Palermo's has your game day covered. Find in your local grocer's freezer. And it's also brought to you by Callan, from kitchen and bathroom remodels to Infinity by Marvin, fiberglass window replacements. Callan makes your home feel like a win. Request your consultation at callcallan.com. Jason Wilde joins us next.
This is Kyle, Brust Nortman.
I have never seen BBL together. I've seen BBQ, barbecue. I've seen other things like that. I've never seen BBL.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. With Wilde and Tausch, you won't miss a play.
This group is learning how to find ways to win. This was a playoff game.
Presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
We saw a playoff game 2 Thursdays ago. They found a way to win. This is a great sign as a Green Bay Packer fan. We're going to win the division. We're going to be in a great spot.
Weekdays from 9 to noon on 94.5 ESPN, ESPN Milwaukee's YouTube channel, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The holidays are always a wonderful time to get engaged.
And this is the perfect year to do it.
Really? Why is that?
We have a special collection of double dog dazzling engagement rings for just $3,998.
Tell her what makes them double dog dazzling, Monica.
These bridal sets are covered in diamonds and have a 3-carat created diamond center stone.
Wow.
Or you can choose a 3/4 carat natural diamond for just $1,798. And Kessler's will contribute a free 14-carat gold mounting and mount your diamond in it for you.
Wow.
Or you can get 5 matching diamonds side by side that spread all across the top of your finger.
2 carats total weight.
5 big created diamonds in a ring that will rock the house. Tell her how much, Rick?
$1,998.
Wow.
You guessed it, Sarah. We call it the Wow Collection.
18 months financing at 0% is available.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you and our holiday hours, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Is back pain slowing you down? When it comes to spine care, you need specialized expertise. At the OAW Spine Center, their orthopedic care specialists provide the highest level of care for everything from herniated discs to spinal fusion. They start with the most conservative, non-surgical treatments like physical therapy and injections. If surgery is needed, minimally invasive procedures at the OAW Spine Center will get you back on your feet faster. With a focus on treating the source of the problem, they take a comprehensive, active approach to spine health, getting you back to the life you love. The OAW Spine Center. There is a difference. Visit OAWSpineCenter.com. That's OAWSpineCenter.com.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
It's the holiday season, a special time to celebrate with family, friends, and coworkers. Hi, this is Marie from Discount Liquor. Let us help you with your holiday celebration. Whether you're having a small family gathering, a bigger bash with friends and relatives, or a company party, we've got everything you need at the lowest prices in town. Discount Liquor is your one-stop gift shop with over 100 varieties of liquor, beer, and wine gift sets for everyone on your list. Visit us today at 51st in Oklahoma in Milwaukee and on Barstow and Maine in downtown Waukesha. Voted best liquor store again.
The only thing that tops our selection is your savings discount liquor.
Check out all of our weekly specials at discountliquorinc.com. And from our family to yours, have a happy and safe holiday season.
Discount Liquor.
This season, the Bucks are going for it all.
A game winner for the Greek Freak.
Go inside the team's pursuit of a championship on Locked In, the new season of the Behind the Bucks podcast, narrated by Bucks legend Marcus Johnson. Hear from the team stars on why they think they can make history. It's all on Behind the Bucks on the Bucks Plus audio network. Behind the Bucks is presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. Available now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the new ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
The people that watch the Jets regularly, those poor people, I don't know.
Three-time Wisconsin Sports Writer of the Year.
This is like me announcing that I'll be on Wilde and Tausch tomorrow. I mean, God willing, if the creek don't rise.
Holding everybody accountable.
You play to your strength, and their strengths, if their offensive line can block the right people.
Jason Wilde is on Kyle Brust Nortman.
Joining us now on Kyle Brust Nortman is Jason Wilde. You can hear Jason on Wilde and Tausch, 9 noon across his various stations, and of course across ESPN Wisconsin, all the shows. Weekly Wilde with Alex Strofe. Jason, what's going on?
Gentlemen, how we doing?
Doing well, Jason. I'd love to start with our poll that obviously has a lot of variance week to week. But through 14 games and in the 2025 season alone, has Jordan Love been elite, great, good, or average? And we left average in there just to see if there are any trolls.
Oh, I think he's great, and I'm not quite ready to say elite, but I'm tempted to.
That's where I landed. The rest of the panel had elite across the board.
I like it,
Pretty
Jason.
close.
What is holding you back from elite?
Well, wait a minute. So who on this remarkable panel said elite?
To your surprise, Jason, it wasn't just me. Just me. It was me, of course.
I did as well, Jason.
I said great, teetering on elite.
Yeah, it pains me to be on the same page as Ben, but I think Ben and I are right, and you guys are prisoners of the moment a little bit. Look, he's played great the last several weeks.
Long
and again, as much as this isn't a reason to like him from my perspective even more, I can't help it. I do. I thought, he knew what I was going for with my question yesterday, and when I started it with what happened on the interception, and then I led into, because look, after that he was freaking awesome, right? And frankly, he was on point before it too. It was just that one kind of glitch moment, but he's only thrown 4 picks. He had gone 4 games without one. He has certainly had some moments that he would like to have back, but I haven't watched every snap of Matthew Matthew Stafford or of Drake May the way I have with Jordan Love, and then repeatedly watched them. But I can't imagine that those guys are far and away playing better than he is. When I stop short of elite, it's because I think elite is really, really special, and it's not in comparison to other people that are playing now. It's in comparison to people playing at the highest of high quarterbacking levels that I've seen, whether it's as opponents or whether it's Rodgers or Favre when they're at the peak of their powers. He's been awesome. He's undeniably great. I would not rate him any lower than great. But the elite aspect, to me anyway, is really reserved for, my goodness, I give Tausch grief about this, and I probably should go back to doing it, but he kept saying that Rashawn Gary was elite. And that's just there's a reason why that word became such a joke during Joe Flacco's heyday, right? Because in my opinion anyway, it is a word that I just don't think should be bestowed on anyone until they've done it at the highest of high levels for a significantly extended period of time.
and he's not there yet. So I hope that the people that I seem to constantly encounter that have no idea about Jordan's and my relationship and think I hate him or I'm always comparing him to Rodgers. I mean, quite frankly, the way some things have played out in the last couple of years, I would far and away much prefer to talk to Jordan Love. But he's got to do more to earn that word from me.
Jason, this time last week we brought up Matt LaFleur and Ben Johnson's comments, obviously, when he took the podium first time as a Bears coach. But now we know more. Steno said something last week, Jordan Love post-game, and obviously that very quick handshake between Johnson and LaFleur. Are we confidently able to say now that this game did mean a little bit more, given those comments that Ben Johnson said to Matt LaFleur?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was wrong about that. I thought Matt LaFleur, again, going off of, because I had a conversation with him before the offseason program, and I think he was annoyed, but I thought he was more perplexed, at least in our conversation, about what Ben Johnson said. Like it made no sense to him. Like, again, as we talked about last week, they don't have a pre-existing relationship. It certainly wasn't done all in good fun, but he chose to, instead of talking like Lovie Smith when Lovie Smith got the job and talking about how the number one priority was to beat the Packers, Ben Johnson decided to make it personal and awkwardly so in many of our opinions.
Yes.
And so I just thought that he may have been continuing to view it the way he was in the immediate aftermath of that. And I was wrong about that. Like, I think it, I'm not saying that he was walking around the halls of 1265 Lombardi Avenue, constantly muttering to himself, I got to beat Ben Johnson. I got to beat Ben Johnson. I hate that guy. I got to beat Ben Johnson. But I don't think there's any question that it motivated not just him, but everyone on his staff. And I think maybe Demovsky and I were both wrong about the fact that it seemed like the players didn't care about it, because I think Jordan Love did care about it. I do.
Love that for that team.
Yeah. And that's the other, and you knew exactly where I was going, Brad. Like, there's a couple of things from yesterday that I thought are really meaningful from a non-X's and O's perspective. And obviously, Ben, with your experience on a Final Four team, and Brad, your experience with a Super Bowl team.
Hey, I played on the national championship team too.
You watched from the sideline.
Yeah, you wore the uniform.
No, wait, I'm not here to sell you short. What? Tell me more.
UW Whitewater, when we lost in the national championship to Mount Union in 2008.
Oh, I think I covered that game.
You didn't cover Kyle.
You did not cover me. That would be bad journalism if you did.
He didn't cover anyone on the field.
I did not.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to leave you out there, Kyle. I didn't know that about you.
Hey, I'm
just kidding. I just want everyone to know I played in a national championship game for...
I didn't play as...
No.
False.
Well, but that actually is... we're going to run out of time now because of this. But I will tell you guys, remind me on Thursday, this is a long-term tease, what things stood out to me about yesterday that I think from a non-X's and O's perspective, three guys who played in championship environments, I think will agree with me when I reveal them.
Strofe, Thursday, non-X's and O's. Jason Wilde, observation on Thursday.
I played in an 8th grade championship for Pebbles
Thank you, Jason.
B team. Does that count?
Rebel futures were pretty bleak back then, from what I understand. All right, guys, take care. Be good.
That's Jason Wilde. How could I forget about Alex Strofe's athletic career? That's my bad.
Speech and debate won several championships.
Jim, Matt, and Molly up next in Madison, the damn sports show in Beaver Dam. We're right here on 94.5 ESPN, YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. And if you want to continue on with us, we're on the ESPN Wisconsin app in 2 minutes.
A little bit backed up. We've got some slowdowns on southbound 41 from Good Hope Road all the way down to Capitol Drive. Northbound is slowing from Mayfair Road up to Burleigh. We've also got delays on the bypass from just before Beloit Road down and around the Hale interchange all the way past 76th Street. Eastbound 94 slowing from 84th Street to Hawley Road. Westbound from just west of 27th to Hawley Road as well. And southbound 43 going to be slowing down from Capitol Drive all the way to the KK River crossing. Traffic is brought to you by Life Navigators Soap and Suds Drive. Your donation of body wash, hand soap, or laundry pads will help local kids and adults with disabilities stay healthy all year. Learn more at lifenavigators.org. And check out the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, a chance for snow showers, mostly cloudy, a low of 18. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with the snow-rain mix. Later on, a high of 37. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
At every meeting, at every new beginning, at every celebration, we make better happen. At Cousin Subs, better is more than just a word. It's a promise we serve at every party. Our customizable party boxes, box lunches, party chips, and dozen cookie boxes offer the options you need to please any crowd. Whatever the occasion, we will never settle for being just good enough. Order on our mobile app or online at cousinsubs.com. Cousin Subs, we believe in better.
We love the Packers. We bleed green and gold. And every time our team takes the field, well, it's pure football bliss. If only there was a way to experience that blissful winning feeling every day. At Associated Bank, we've got you with 10% off Lambeau concessions and 15% off Pro Shop merch. All when you get Packers checking from Associated Bank. It's how Packers fans keep winning on game day and every day. Associated Bank, Bank of the Packers. Learn more at associatedbank.com/Packers. Member FDIC.
Hey, this is Gabe Neitzel. You're listening to 94.5 ESPN, WKTI and WKTI HD, Milwaukee.
A locally owned Good Karma brand station.
Broadcasting live from the Gruber Law Office's One Call That's All studio at the Avenue in downtown Milwaukee. This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN on 94.5 ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app, and streaming live at ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube. The 414 Hour on KBN is brought to you by Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited is Wisconsin's leader in Pella window installation. Looking for new windows, siding, roof, and doors? Visit them at sidingunlimited.com.
It's the 414 Hour at Vote on KBN Victory Monday, baby.
That Victory Monday is brought to you by National Liquor Mart, 16th and National in Milwaukee, packed with the best beer, seltzer, liquor, and spirit deals in town. Open 9A to 9P daily, where your satisfaction is their plan of action. It is Kyle Brust Nortman. In the 414 Hour at 4, I'm Ben Brust. That's Kyle Wallace, rocking the Packer Jordan Love jersey with his fake jewelry and fake watch.
Stop playing. Stop with first
fake glasses.
Now you throwing dirt on my name. Now you lying. Now don't.
Am I?
What you mean?
Am I?
What you mean? Am I?
What's the most expensive thing you got on?
Probably the shades. The shades were like $200, but the chain.
I feel like I'm on TikTok. It was Strofe. We were talking about this. Get ready with me. Kyle should have done a get ready with me.
CRWM,
The Versace watch was on sale.
Of course.
It was. It was originally $800, 3 or 7 something. Got it for 3 something.
Oh wow!
And that chain,
it's a little thin. The chain is a little thin, but it's diamonds. It is diamonds. The chain.
Lab grown.
That I don't know. I don't know if it was lab grown or not. I didn't really get into the.
So I came at you, and you don't actually even know.
I know lab grown or not is blang in it, but it's name. It's within my budget.
Is it the most expensive chain you got?
Yes, it would be.
I like it.
Yes.
Brad Nortman rocking the Iron Jock hoodie.
Yeah.
And
the rich man and the poor man. That's why he's rich
the
and I'm
show,
poor.
Alex Strofe running the show.
Yeah.
800-990-3776. Yeah, you a lie. Yeah, you got quiet. You a lie. On YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. Victory Monday. Packers win 28-21, and the Bears fans have gone silent. When I look at this game, I'm not going to lie, it's very hard. This is very, very hard right now to not think about 2 weeks from now. We need to make it our jobs and everyone listening's jobs to stay focused on Denver.
Oh, I'm focused on Denver.
I know, but Brad, you can't tell me you're not thinking about 2 weeks from now. Strofe, you can't tell me it's not a little bit in your brain.
I mean, I guess a little bit, sure, but so is the Super Bowl. I mean,
we're getting a different Strofe today. We're getting
this is a big game on Sunday in Denver. They won 9 in a row.
10, I think.
I don't think they won 10 straight. They're 10.
Big. Well, they won yesterday.
They're 11 and.
I don't know. I said this last week against Bears. It's another team. I don't know if they're as good as the record indicates because, I mean, we watched them struggle on Sunday Night Football last week against Washington.
A lot of close games for them as well.
They needed a last-minute touchdown yesterday to beat the Raiders, so we'll see.
That's not true. That's not true.
Their defense is good. What do you mean that's not true?
They were up 24-7 in that game, and the Raiders just
they had a comeback.
They didn't even. Yeah, sure.
They won by a touchdown.
Yes, true.
And it went down to the wire, is my understanding.
Not really, no.
Okay, semantics, Kyle. Again, I know your cousin's on the practice squad for the Broncos, so you're like a big Broncos fan outside.
Yeah, he's wearing Broncos gear this Sunday. Is anybody going to dig up tweets on him?
Wow, are you really?
I was not allowed to wear Packers gear. I'm going to wear my Packers stuff underneath.
Wait, you're going out to Denver?
Oh, you didn't know this?
Just now, you could have gone Friday earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so, okay, you're leaving Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay. And you can't wear Packers gear? Does that mean you are wearing Broncos gear because your cousin?
Wearing it under
TBD,
doesn't
bro.
count.
TBD. You'll find out and you'll see.
Why don't you just wear like black, neutral?
Maybe. We'll see. TBD, bro. You'll see.
Why are you doing this TBD, bro? It's not that hard of a question.
To be determined. That's what TBD stands for. But no, continue on.
Raiders scored 10 points in the fourth quarter against Denver yesterday.
Interesting.
And they lost by 7.
I knew we were going to come back to the Kyle versus Strofe.
Well, no, I let it go. But Strofe, they scored 10 points and they scored 10 points and they still lost.
If the Raiders can score 10 points in the fourth quarter, the Packers can score 40? That defense must not be as good as everybody's saying they are.
Uh-oh, Strofe is feeling himself.
Especially the Raiders, man. They
Oh yeah, Super Bowl's back on. It's so back on.
Their odds continuously get better.
Second highest odds.
I understand that. But it's just
I know.
It's just wide open.
The Packers have had an interesting journey from week 2. They were second in overall odds. They fell to as low as like 2,200 at one point, I want to say, at Potawatomi Sportsbook, and then they continue to climb. And I think at this point, Brad, are you willing to declare the NFC North over?
I am. I've seen enough. I am. I've seen enough. I've seen enough out of the Green Bay Packers and everybody else in the NFC North. Vikings, get out of here with that.
I'm just so shocked by your conviction as a former NFL player.
I mean,
the week-by-week mindset. You got the Denver Broncos, the Chicago Bears, a Ravens team that has been great, but in desperation, crazy things happen, and luckily you have the University of Minnesota in the last week.
You sure do, but the Bears also have the Packers again. They have the Browns, which should be easy, but then they have 49ers and the Lions to finish out. The Lions, they're not winning the division. They're just scraping away to try to get a wild card. So it's only the Chicago Bears. I saw on Sunday the better team in the Green Bay Packers. They will probably beat them again in 2 weeks, and I think finishing out the rest of the year, the Packers have won a slightly more manageable schedule, but also the better team. I look at this and I see a team that, like every year during Carathon, continues to blossom. They grow up right in front of our very eyes, and I'm seeing a team that's formidable and a force to be reckoned with. I wanted to see, like based on Potawatomi, like where the Packers are at from Super Bowl perspective. Did the Bears move up at all? They hardly moved up at all.
I actually was curious about that.
I need to go back.
Because they were 14th in odds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. They're still 14th.
They're behind.
They're plus 4,000 to win the...
They're behind the Baltimore Ravens, who are currently out of the playoff picture. It's crazy.
Are you behind the Chiefs still, too?
No, slightly ahead of the Chiefs. So I just look at this and I see...
Yep, Chargers, Ravens, Niners, the Jacksonville Jaguars at plus 2,000 because the open AFC.
Yo team.
I just look at this and maybe the statistician...
Packers second in Super Bowl odds.
It's crazy. The statistician in me, the week-by-week guy, the not-get-look-ahead former player, is telling me it's premature to say that it's over. But it's over. The Packers are the better team. The Bears are going to have a tough schedule down the way. I do not see a scenario where the Packers are not NFC North champions. Now the question is, now the question is 1 seed to me. Yeah, Brad, that's what the focus is.
Brad, you're completely off with this. I think you're jumping way too ahead, right? The Green Bay
Packers have confidence?
No, I have confidence, but the Green Bay Packers did not win the NFC North on Sunday yesterday. The Green Bay Packers still have a tough schedule that they have to go through where they're going to have to actually go and win the NFC North. The Bears played a very physical brand of football yesterday, but the Packers are more physical, and the Packers need to make sure that they bring that type of tenacity each and every single week. I hope the Packers ain't walking around thinking, oh, we beat the Bears, we're in first place, now we're good to go. Hell no.
I'm glad you said that, though, because
have a
the next two teams are the Broncos are a top 3 defense in all of the NFL.
Yeah, you're playing a first-place team.
They play
right
a Sean
now.
Payton team that's known to be physical. Then you're going to play the Bears again, where you obviously saw them give you their best shot.
They sure did.
And if you think they're not going to try and wind back up if they do beat the Cleveland Browns and you beat the Broncos and you're only up, that half game? They're going to bring that second best shot.
It's a must-win game for the Chicago Bears 2 weeks from now, and so the Green Bay Packers cannot sit here and act like they won anything. They didn't do anything but win another football game in the long journey of trying to win a Super Bowl. That is all it is. This division is not over. You still got to face a Baltimore Ravens team that, though they are down this year, they still have Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. So I would not say this season is close to being over. They need to earn everything. Earn everything, and that's exactly the mentality I hope they have throughout the rest of the year.
Yeah, their job is to stay week to week, and they can't look ahead. And
Brad's job is to say
my job is to tell you exactly what my eyes are telling me. My eyes are telling me this team is one of the best teams in the NFC, and for sure the best team in the NFC North. You would be on my side if I were to tell you. If we were to fast forward to January 5th, whatever that Monday is, and if the Packers aren't NFC North champions, you would be stunned. Shocked, appalled, would you not?
I would be stunned and shocked. But again, you're
not appalled.
Appalled,
disgusted.
They
will win the division.
Your next 3 games are against teams that are vying for some type of playoff position. The Baltimore Ravens are in a must-win mode. The Chicago Bears are in a must-win mode, and the Denver Broncos are trying to play for a 1 seed. So these games matter for the next 3 games. You don't have any cupcakes. You don't have any guys mailing the season out at this point until you get to what you guys are calling the University of Minnesota and the Vikings.
But this is where trust in Jordan Love and Micah Parsons and Matt LaFleur really comes in. Because if those 3 guys, I know there's more guys in the football team, but you're really the pulse of your team. Matt LaFleur, Jeff Hafley,
the 3 that stood out the most.
Jordan Love and Micah Parsons. That is where if those 3 guys are truly going to be in the elite category, you put this thing away. That's what Rodgers did. That's what Favre did. That's what elite coaches, DNs, and quarterbacks do is you have the division within grasp, you close the door, and you don't even make it a competition toward the end.
So what you're
my confidence in them to be able to slam the door shut.
Let me play devil's advocate from a Brad. It's over standpoint. It's basically a pick 'em against the Broncos on the road. The Packers have not played their best football necessarily on the road. Mm-hmm. They lose this game, and the Bears, who are playing the Browns, who are a little bit more competitive, but they keep finding ways to lose, they win, Packers lose. The game in 2 weeks is the exact same scenario, not at Lambeau Field where you're playing for the outright lead of the NFC North. So I think you're a little ahead of your skis. Your eyes may be telling all of this, but the schedule, the schedule and the way it lays out, there's a lot of tough games ahead for everyone to just be like, it's automatic.
The Packers have played the best football on the road.
The devil's advocate.
They haven't lost on the road or tied since September. They've only won since September.
I just keep thinking about Cleveland in the back of my head.
The devil's advocate to your devil's advocate.
Carolina was in November at Lambeau.
Is that the Bears have 49ers and the Lions the last 2 weeks. Packers have a struggling Ravens and the University of Minnesota. So but you say struggling.
Even if it's Lamar and Derrick Henry, if they win out, which they may lose another game, they're fighting for their lives.
I know, but this is not the Ravens team of last year.
Brad,
this is not the previous years.
I think the focus needs to be, as you said, going into this game. How you said, oh well, the Packers need to make sure that they don't turn the ball. No, the Packers need to make sure that they're winning every single football game.
I'm just mad. He needs to be back to. You need to go back to your playing days. We need week to week Brad. We need week to week Brad. Not this. I'm trying to be Brad Stradamus right now. Why are you trying to be a hero after they beat the Bears with 4 games left?
Playing Brad is long in the rear view. You have Radio Brad and Radio Brad.
So you're admitting you're saying this.
Media Brad, analyst Brad.
He's telling us
analyst Brad looks at this team and says, "You got an elite quarterback in Jordan Love, top 3 MVP kind of guy. Matt LaFleur in his bag. He's letting it rip. Yeah, Micah Parsons." Give the man a holding call. I see everything I need to see when it comes to the ingredients to win an NFC North.
Yeah.
And I just do not see a scenario where they are not crowned NFC North. And I'm willing to say that right now.
That's where you do not see a scenario.
I don't see it. I don't see it.
Do you see a scenario where they do not win?
mean, I see it. Do I believe it? Of course not. I think that.
Correct.
I think yesterday goes a really long way to Brett's point.
I agree with like his overall premise, but he's trying to be Backbone Brad, and I don't buy into Backbone Brad.
I like Backbone Brad.
Yeah.
Backbone Brad's definitive. I like
Stand
that.
on business.
That's true, Brad. You can stand on business because guess what? We're going to look back here a couple weeks from now after the holiday, and Brad's going to be like,
I
told you so.
You guys were sweating. I already had my NFC North championship hat on.
Should have listened to me,
Getting
Kyle.
early
I'm ready to
December.
pre-order it.
Hey, go. You know what, Brad? I hope you can stand here. Matter of fact, I hope when we go play at University of Minnesota, I hope you're already puffing out your chest saying, well, I don't know who we're going to rest this week. That's what I hope.
The only question is number 1 seed. That's the only thing that I'm worried about.
I
now.
like that mentality. I do like
Are you going to
Backbone
take this
Brad.
prediction to the bank, Brad?
Oh, I will always take it to the bank, and when I do so, I'm going to deposit it
Brad.
right into
Beads already chimes in. I like this Brad better than last year's Brad.
Yeah, that's
maybe
right,
this is what a
Beads.
kid does.
That's right. I mean, look at me. I'm evolving too. I'm like Jordan Love. He evolves, I evolve over time. And one thing that you're going to have to evolve into is a relationship with Bank 5-9 because they are here to make your life better. Not only are they a top workplace for 16 straight years, but they just won the prestigious Community Choice Award as best bank in the Milwaukee area. You only do that if you are taking care of every single part of your customer's financial life. Not only that, top workplace, but also, more importantly, their involvement in the community. Volunteerism, charitable giving, making lives better. They are truly working out and walking out their mission of making lives better with several hundred nonprofits that they support in the Milwaukee area. So if you are looking for that true local community bank, Bank 5-9 is the place to be. Check them out at their local bank branch or bank59.com.
Little look-ahead scenario. Because we have Backbone Brad.
We have
Backbone Brad. He can predict the future, Kyle.
Look ahead. It's done.
Y'all
It's
swear
done.
we're not playing a team on a 10-game winning streak coming up on Sunday.
Backbone Brad wants to do this next. We follow Backbone Brad. People like him.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman.
We've called him Whitey Tighties. We've called him the Hall Monitor. He's Jesse Nelson. Like he's just, I am Jesse Nelson. Kyle, you're Jesse Nelson.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
A little bit backed up. We've got some slowdowns on southbound 41 from Good Hope Road all the way down to Capitol Drive. Northbound is slowing from Mayfair Road up to Burleigh. We've also got delays on the bypass from just before Beloit Road down and around the Hale interchange all the way past 76th Street. Eastbound 94 slowing from 84th Street to Hawley Road. Westbound from just west of 27th to Hawley Road as well. And southbound 43 going to be slowing down from Capitol Drive all the way to the KK River crossing. Traffic is brought to you by Life Navigators Soap and Suds Drive. Your donation of body wash, hand soap, or laundry pads will help local kids and adults with disabilities stay healthy all year. Learn more at lifenavigators.org. And check out the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast. Tonight, a chance for snow showers, mostly cloudy, a low of 18. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with the snow-rain mix. Later on, a high of 37. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
This is Eric Brown, owner of Siding Unlimited, letting you know that Siding Unlimited installs Pella windows and doors. That's right, Siding Unlimited installs windows, and we do it really well, earning the prestigious Pella Platinum Premier National Certified Contractor of the Year award 5 times. New windows, our expert team will deliver on a smooth, hassle-free installation, making you feel proud of calling Siding Unlimited for your window project. What's the next step? Call 262-567-4513 or go to sidingunlimited.com.
There are 12 months in the year.
12 hours on the clock.
12 signs of the zodiac.
12 days of Christmas.
12 apostles.
And 12 wow items at Kessler's.
And 12 wow items at Kessler's.
And a partridge in a pear tree.
One of the coolest wow items is only $48.
It's a paperclip chain made out of gold-plated sterling silver.
Very cool. And just $48.
We have wow tennis bracelets for just $1,998.
Wow 10-carat tennis necklaces.
Wow engagement rings.
A wow toggle heart bracelet.
And it's just $168.
Wow diamond pendants.
And a fantastic wow snowflake pendant in sterling silver.
With blue color-enhanced diamonds. Blue!
And it's just $163. Kessler's is the place to be for you and me.
And blue diamonds are you diamonds.
The thing is wow. The time is now.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
For the location of the Kessler's nearest you and our holiday hours, visit KesslersDiamonds.com.
Home buyers are raving about their experiences with the Citizens Bank mortgage team.
Aaron helped me get pre-approved really fast, like before the open house even started.
I called Devin so many times with questions, and he always answered.
It's more than a mortgage. It's your future. And at Citizens Bank, we make it personal. Learn more at citizensbankwi.bank/mortgage. Citizens Bank is member FDIC and an equal housing lender. NMLS 746419.
Looking for the early gift for the basketball fan on your list? This holiday season, Fiserv Forum brings the heat with the Milwaukee Hoop Showdown. Friday, December 19th, the Wisconsin Badgers versus Villanova at 7 p.m. But first, UW Milwaukee takes on South Dakota State at 4. 2 big games, one electric night, all under one roof. Check off that holiday list to get your tickets now at FiserForum.com/showdown. The Badgers headline the action on Friday, December 19th, and you don't want to miss it. Visit FiserForum.com/showdown.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
If 2025 was summarized by pain in your joints, then let 2026 be the year that you feel better again. Say goodbye to those pain that you're feeling in your knees, your hips, your shoulders, or your back, and say hello to QC Kinetics because they are the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. QC Kinetics will be able to take their tools, the tools that you have in your body already, the cellular technologies that they pair that with no surgery, no pain pills, no long recovery, just your body feeling alive once again. When you go there for your free consultation, they're going to take a glimpse inside that joint, tell you exactly what's going on, and put you on a personalized path to pain-free recovery. You'll be amazed, just like I was when I went to the Greenfield location here in Milwaukee, at everything they can do to give you your life back. QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in regenerative medicine for a reason, and giving you your best year yet with a 2026 that is pain-free. Schedule your free consultation today at 414-240-2298. That's 414-240-2298. 414-240-2298.
Kyle, Brust, and Nortman with you on 94.5 ESPN, YouTube at ESPN Milwaukee. And if you don't have the ESPN Wisconsin app, download it. It's so easy to use. You can listen anytime, anywhere. 800-990-3776 is the Carbless Talk and Text line. And right now, the Packers sit in first place of the NFC North and second in the NFC if the season were to end right now. And as we know, the season does not end right now because the Bears went from first to seventh, just like that.
They need a ladder as who told us that?
No, you're right. We should send him a ladder to. I'll get his address.
Yeah, we need to send him a ladder.
Send him a small little ladder.
A little Temu ladder.
Yeah, Temu ladder.
So you can step up and see the Packers ahead of the Bears in first place.
He owes us what?
Nothing.
Oh, okay.
He owes us a jump in the lake, and he ain't going to do it in Oshkosh.
Nothing. He's not going to be at my place in Oshkosh.
Over to the KBN Sports Desk with Alex Strofe.
I saw Cap yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
I did.
This is David Kaplan, host of ESPN 1000's Cap and Jay Hood in the Mornings, who came on with us last Monday and was talking a lot of nothing.
Lake's frozen.
And?
The lake is frozen. He can't jump in it.
Well,
make a hole.
Do something.
His wife backed him up on that one.
Of course he needed his wife to back him up.
Damn,
Take
the lake's
that,
frozen
as he would
already?
say.
So the minute, and I mean the minute, there's no more ice on that lake, you jump in. Because that temperature is probably still going to be in the 40s. That's going to be a quite chilly leap in that lake right there. Is that probably March, mid-March?
Who knows, man? I didn't expect all this freezing cold weather as quick as it came.
Do lakes usually freeze by this date?
I think he's lying.
Is this normal?
I'm calling the whole Kaplan
Lake Winnebago is a big lake. I feel like there's some small lakes.
Any Lake Winnebago goers in the Carlos Talking text line to confirm or deny a liar at ESPN 1000?
You're going to see like just a little bit of ice on the shoreline, and that'll be enough to scare Kaplan.
I see some people doing some research right here. So, as I was going to mention, the Packers are the 2 seed, and as they're chasing down this 1 seed, and we all plan on Backbone Brad come week 18 telling us, see, guys, look, they're the 1 seed, and everything's all good. If the Packers played as the 2 seed at home, it is shaking out to be the Lions or the Bears. This is if they are the 2 seed. And I ask you, who would you rather face, the Bears or the Lions? You've seen the Lions twice and the Bears once. You're going to see the Bears again. And maybe that kicks them further down, and it's the Lions, and who knows. But right now, I have a 60-40 lean of who I'd want to see the Packers play at Lambeau Field. And is simply because Jared Goff has 2 gloves and can't throw in the cold. I would rather see the Detroit Lions at Lambeau Field than the Chicago Bears running the football against the Packers. Even though Caleb Williams sucks, I still believe that. They had to run a fake football game, play action 63% of the time, roll him out to the right, made a couple good throws. But he is so limited. Sucks. Ha! I actually don't care, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would make for a thrilling game, but if I had to choose my opponent, I would rather choose the Bears. Now, we know that Caleb Williams, super limited. He's got a ceiling. They've got a game plan that they have to be able to execute perfectly to win.
Yeah, it's like a one-dimensional thing.
They got to get turnovers, and they got to run the football. The Packers already have their game plan to beat that. I expect them to have that same game plan when you go to Soldier Field and beat them again in 2 weeks, and I have no doubt that you'd be able to do that then. Not only that, man, we forget this would be Caleb Williams' first playoff games. Most of these guys haven't played in a playoff game in their career. The Detroit Lions, they have experienced that. Now, they haven't had a whole lot of success, but they had that experience. So between Jared Goff and all those weapons that they have, and still an opportunistic defense, I would rather have the inexperienced sort of potential capped Bears than a Lions team that I don't know what I'm going to get. I feel like it wouldn't surprise me if the Packers played the Lions, if you blew them out, or if the Lions won by double digits. That's how good I think the Lions still can be, but they have a level of dysfunction that makes them inconsistent.
Yeah, I mean, the Detroit Lions at the end of the day have still a lot of explosive players, and they've been there, done that. I think there's a lot of credence in what
Kyle, I'm disappointed in you.
Well, why are you disappointed in me?
Because I was testing as I threw this question out. This was the look ahead. This was the look ahead, and you're supposed to be the guy to keep the pulse here
Gladly
at KBN and say, bumps this conversation. We play the Broncos on Sunday. This is week by week. We're not looking ahead. The schedule changed. The standings change. We saw that. You already even said that at the start, Ben. This is about the Packers taking care of business.
Kyle,
I'm disappointed in you.
Join me over here in the playoffs.
I simply was playing y'all little stupid game of looking ahead to the playoffs, okay? I can sit here and
you used to stand on business and you become soft.
I have not become soft, but I got to pick and choose my battles. And I have already said I disagree with the fact that we're already talking about the playoffs and the Bears and the Lions and who you would rather play and what the seed is, assuming that the Packers won't be the number 1 seed. I think it is garbage that we're doing it. But if I did have to choose, I'm choosing the Chicago Bears. I am. The Chicago Bears were tough yesterday, but when the pressure gets ratcheted up in the playoffs, I don't think the Chicago Bears would be able to respond. The Chicago Bears don't have somebody talented like they do with Jahmyr Gibbs. They don't have a level of talent like they have with Jamison Williams and Amon-Ra St. Brown. So at the end of the day, though the Green Bay Packers, to me, have dominated the Detroit Lions this year, I'm not looking to play them a third time, especially in the cold weather. I'm fine with it. If it is what it is, let's go. I'm ready to ride with my boys. But give me the Chicago Bears that, despite Caleb Williams being able to keep things alive, I still think that team is very one-dimensional.
Alex Strofe, you have the floor.
I don't care. I'm focused on the Broncos.
That boy, the true Packer backer of
he
KBN
is so checked out
strikes
today.
again. No, actually,
I don't care.
Strofe actually stood on business and is focused on his team's week-to-week performance, unlike you, Kyle, who just looked ahead and played our game.
Listen, I have a show to do. I got to earn this check. The last thing I want is for Ben to go to his big boss man, best friend, best man, and go say,
he does have the boss in his pocket.
To go walk in there and he closes the door. I'm like, who has been riding on today? It's going to be Kyle. I just, we had a whole segment, and Kyle's taking the Packer backer too far where he didn't want to do the segment.
That's true.
We got to get it fixed.
You know what? This is something that's happened in the past. I can tell the way you're talking.
No. Has it?
I mean, you.
Not on
that's
me.
Crazy, man. You heard me the other day? That's wild.
I see Ben cross his legs. I said, oh, he's standing on business.
Yeah, he's always throwing one of us under the bus every single day when he's in there.
Yeah, I'm glad you guys think that what I talk about is you guys 24/7.
I know exactly what you guys are talking about on the work dime.
You know what it is.
I know it, and I don't blame you because you know what? You get text messages from the people who run the company
today.
So I already know. So I ain't mad at you.
The answer's fantasy football for those.
Yes. But nobody cares about anyone's fantasy football team except I care about Stroph's because this is only funny because if you win in the league, the relegation league, he's in a 4-team relegation league. You have a team that might be in the big boy $800 buy-in, and you don't have $800.
Well,
$800 buy-in. Strofe, what are you going to do?
The buy-in's paid.
Here's what I'm going to do. Yeah, the buy-in will be paid for my first year.
Okay.
I'm going to win the whole damn thing.
No,
you drafted Loveland in 4 leagues.
Yeah, Strofe is not good at fantasy football. In the KBN Fantasy Football League, his team is not...
Bad year.
What a bad year.
KBN League. Yeah, bad year.
I saw his strategy.
Last time I checked, you and I are both on the couch, so I don't know why you're talking trash.
Not true. I'm a playoff team. I don't know what you.
I thought you got eliminated.
No.
Either way, the idea of Strofe going out at Summerfest, he can't. If he joins this league, he won't be able to budget for Summerfest.
Everyone suffers with that.
No, I'll be fine.
What, Summerfest spending?
No, I'm going to win the league. I don't know what you're going on about. Now, here's the issue with the relegation league. Okay, so it's a 4-team league. I know nobody cares about fantasy football.
It's funny because it's you.
You got to listen to how dumb this is, though. I got bullied into this by Greg Scalzo. My team name is Bullied by Scalzo. It's a 4-team league. All 4 teams make the playoffs. So the regular season doesn't matter at all.
That's crazy.
Despite the fact I went 10-3 in the regular season and am the 1 seed, guess what? The 4 seed's up on me in the playoffs right now.
Yep.
Oh, no way.
Welcome to this league.
This league is full of malarkey.
It's a 2-week playoff, so we get next week as well. But I'm down. I put up 165 points this week. I'm getting outscored by 20. He's still got Jalen Hurts left tonight.
There's 4 teams in the league.
He's going to score 200 points this week.
You got next week. It's a 2-week playoff?
Yeah, but the 10-3 regular season means squat.
Yeah.
It's everything we talked about today with Jordan Love. He's got to be elite. He's got to do it in the playoffs like you, Stroh.
Yeah, my team's not a Carlathon team, man.
It was drafted by you, so I mean.
Yeah, elite team though. Great regular season.
Yeah. Gonna have some
Dave from Aaron, we are not. Brad and Benny, this is where I love how you didn't say Kyle. This is where you back Strofe with some money. He is not a wise investment.
Yeah, he's not a wise investment, but that's a smart person. I
would need a cut. I would need a pretty hefty cut.
You could have bought
Here's the other issue with this league. I don't win any money if I win it all.
Oh,
it just all goes to my buy-in for next year. So no matter what, I lose $200 this year. It's a load of crap.
I don't understand how you were bullied into.
So I can explain this to you. Glad you asked, Brad. So we're at the ESPN Wisconsin Fantasy Football Draft at Potawatomi Casino. Greg Scalzo pulls me aside from the KBN League, maybe why I did so bad this year, and he goes, I have a business opportunity for you. And I said, phenomenal.
You go, I just lost money on Bitcoin.
I thought it was work related. So I thought, I don't know. Anyway, so I go away from the draft for a moment, and he goes, we're starting this league. Would love for you to be a part of it. And I said, I'm in too many leagues. I'm probably good. But you can send me more information if you'd like. The next day, I get an email.
Thank you for joining.
Yes, from the commissioner, who is let's just put it this way, he's a savvy businessman, well respected in these parts. Okay? He sends me an email that says, Dear Strofe, welcome to the league. And I'm not going to say to this guy, who I think kind of respects me for joining this league now, like, by the way,
look at Clout Strofe.
I never. Well, he's like a savvy businessman. I respect the hell out of him.
Well, so Luis from Potawatomi said, looks like he needs a sponsor for his team. Luis, don't do it. Don't do it.
Next year, Luis.
Victory Monday, not for Strofe, but for the Green Bay Packers and what they did against the Bears, is brought to you by National Liquor Mart at 16th and National in Milwaukee. Packed with the best beer, seltzer, liquor, and spirit deals in town. Open 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. daily, where your satisfaction meets their plan of action. We have Bryan Bulaga joining us at 4:45. Wheel of Strofe. Maybe. Next.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman, KBN.
I can't believe she delegated the weeds.
I can't believe Brad just called my woman a cat.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Off the freeway system, we've got a crash. Southbound Highway 100 at Watertown Plank Road. The center lane is blocked. Actually, it's a broken down vehicle there, so you're going to see some delays there. Onto the freeway, northbound is backing up from about Mayfair Road all the way up past Capitol Drive to Hampton. Southbound side of 41 backing up from Good Hope Road down to Capitol Drive. And southbound 43, a heavy ride from Capitol Drive all the way down through the Marquette and over the high-rise bridge. Back on the brakes from Beecher Street down to the KK River crossing. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast tonight, a chance of snow showers, mostly cloudy, a low of 18. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy, a snow rain mix later on with a high of 37. Weather's brought to you by Tsunami Express Car Wash. Shine through any weather at Tsunami Express Car Wash. This December, any Tsunami Express membership is just $10 for your first month. Find a location near you at tsunamiexpress.com. Tsunami Express. Wash, chill, repeat. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 94.5 ESPN.
Any coach will tell you, games are won in the preparation. The same's true in cybersecurity. Trend Micro helps businesses move from reactive to proactive with cyber risk exposure management. That means real-time visibility into your risks across cloud, email, endpoints, and networks. For over 35 years, enterprises worldwide have trusted Trend Micro to prepare, protect, and perform. Don't wait for the next threat to blow the whistle. Get secure now at trendmicro.com, because the best defense is being ready before the game even starts.
The president of James Imaging Systems, Tom Tegeter.
As I reflect on the 2025 performance of the James Imaging Systems team, I'm inspired by their power of action, reliable follow-through, and ability to consistently connect with our clients. So thank you for helping our clients grow, profit, and thrive. In addition, I'm humbled by the trust our clients place in the James Imaging Systems expertise to help them succeed, now and in the years to come. As your local business technology partner, I extend my appreciation and gratitude for your ongoing loyalty. Looking forward, I feel that as individuals and as a community, if we display the power of positive action and authentically strive to find common ground, then our local communities will be stronger and our family connections will be secure and enduring. To everyone, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and God bless America.
James Imaging Systems, your local business technology partner.
Hey, this is the Fat Jack, and football season is here. Are you ready to make money betting on sports? Are you ready to make a winning decision? Are you going to gamble for fun, or are you going to gamble for money? This year, make that decision that will build your bankroll all year long. Go to FatJackSports.com, and for less than $100 a week, make money betting on the games. That's FatJackSports.com. It's a personal portal. It comes to your email. It's hassle-free. It'll make you money. FatJackSports.com.
Are you looking for reliable transportation this holiday season? I've got you covered. Hey, it's Jen Latta from ESPN Milwaukee. With holiday parties, family gatherings, and year-end events on the horizon, I trust Accutrans Group to handle all my private transportation needs. Whether it's a corporate function or a festive celebration, Accutrans gets me there safely and on time. As a veteran-owned business, they pride themselves on top-notch service that you can count on. Booking is easy, stress-free, and reliable. Just visit AccuTransGroup.com to reserve your holiday ride today. That's AccuTransGroup.com.
What's better than cheering for the Packers with an ice-cold beer in your hand? Cheering for the Packers with an ice-cold beer in your hand that you got for 10% off. And when you get Packers checking from Associated Bank, you get even more. Like 10% off food and 10% off drinks on game day. Like that ice-cold beer in your hand. Plus 15% off Pro Shop gear. Only with Packers checking. Associated Bank. Bank of the Packers. Learn more at associatedbank.com/Packers. Member FDIC.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
You are reminded of how salty and grimy those roads are every time you look at your car, but the solution is Tsunami Express Car Wash. Tsunami Express is the area's leader, premier car wash, and you got to give yourself that gift this holiday season because it looks too much. You pay too much for that car to let it look the way it does. And Tsunami Express is giving you the opportunity to drive a car that feels like you just drove it off the lot. And you can be like me. You can become a member to have your ability to get a car wash over and over and over again to make sure your car is looking good all year long. You get fast lane access, unlimited car washes, free vacuums, detailing tools with every visit, and there's so many Tsunami Express locations that you can find one near you. So when it's the saltiness of the road and the griminess of all the snow, go to Tsunami Express for that fresh, clean inside and out and experience how to wash, chill, repeat with Tsunami Express Car Wash.
Are you ready to roll, Strophy? I'm Kyle Brust Nortman.
I might boycott after today, but I'm
Boycott what?
I'm
Boycott
I'm
what?
ready for today. I might boycott the Wheel of Stroke.
Oh, here you go. You're just like Greg Scales. I want to do boycotts. Can you ever be original?
You want less segments?
That is shocking.
No,
that means he's mailing it in. You know what it is? Stroke's going to a concert tonight. That's what it is.
Oh, he's setting himself up for
He's driving to Chicago to go to a concert
He
tonight.
doesn't have to do his show tomorrow. So he can mail
Roll
it
in,
I
send
get
us
it,
an
I
email.
get it, I
This is a
get it.
birthday gift. I didn't know about this until 4 days ago.
Oh.
He said he wasn't going to drink, but then he admitted he'll have a beer, which means he'll have 2
I don't
beers.
think I'm going to drink. I did enough of that this weekend.
Strofe, why you got to lie?
I'll report back tomorrow, but I'm driving.
How was your office? Or my office? Or the office?
Your office, great. By the way, I have tokens for you specifically.
Wait, didn't you tell us that you met somebody that all has very hard opinions on each one of us?
Yes, I did, yes.
Are they air appropriate?
No.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
I don't think I want them then.
I want them. You know I hate the hate.
Even more now.
It's time for the
Wheel of Stroke. Okay, now Ben's trying to tell me how to do the damn segment.
Because you told me you didn't want to do it, so I'm making sure you're prepared because I know you're mailing in for the concert.
I love when I hear Ben trying to, I don't even know, whisper in your ear, especially when we're doing a live read or talking. I hear Ben, so you want to do this next? And I'm just trying to stay locked in and focused. Brad, have you heard this as well?
Oh, yeah, I hear it. I hear these voices in my ear as I'm trying to go through and talk about our wonderful partners.
Here?
Bro, you ain't prepared.
No, I'm completely prepared. We'll get to that in a moment.
Oh, yeah?
Yes,
You're lying through those teeth.
I'm not lying. I will get to it in a moment. However, I would just like to discuss the fact that this is the first Monday in 6 of them we're doing the Wheel of Stroke.
Oh, wow.
First Monday in a
Well,
month
you've been
and a
keeping
half.
track. Receipts.
Yes, I'm keeping receipts. We only did the Wheel of Stroke twice last week.
You Strofe, in my defense.
Oh,
kind
he's
of back to
angry.
me. What did I say to you, Strofe?
See, but here's my problem with this.
So
Oh,
don't
Alan,
do it
Brad.
when you want to take want to take a break, when you want to kick your feet up and not do the driving one segment. That's when you decide, oh, you know what? Today's be a good Wheel of Stroke thing. You're doing reverse psychology. I'm not the one mailing it in. It's you Bears fan.
Wow.
Wow.
You said you took an L yesterday.
Look at how red he is and how angry he is.
He's
that was
stressed.
worth the crash out.
You are at 27.
As the young kids say, he just crashed out.
Yeah, it's too much stress for being 27.
Bro, man.
Why are you so
Protect that
irritable
pig
today?
heart of yours. Don't get so angry.
You try working with the 3 of you every day.
Whoa.
See how that does for your gray hairs.
I think Brad and I have been very pleasant today.
I've been pleasant too today.
You have been pleasant.
Thank
Everybody's
you.
been positive, but
Why'd you just go crazy like that?
Yeah, you all red like a
People
damn
on the Carbus
tomato.
Talking text line are now checking in on your health.
Yeah, man. You need to talk to AI, your AI therapist.
Is that a real thing?
Oh, yes, it is.
What do you type in? Give me therapy, AI?
You just talk to AI. Y'all go ahead. I don't personally do it, but I heard of people who do it.
Huh.
Well,
Hey,
are
I
you
don't
prepared,
know.
Mr. Wheel of Strofe?
Yeah, I'm ready to go. Let's do
All
it.
right,
Let's go.
all normal now.
I feel better.
I hope you don't have to do push-ups because I don't feel like you're in the state to do those.
Please be
Bad
red.
spin. That's a bad spin.
Purple?
Purple.
Purple for purple
Why'd you
nurple.
say, why'd you? Okay. That was the most 6-year-old comment you've ever made on these airwaves. Why did you add a question mark after the color purple?
I can't see any shades. And everything is darkened out. Yeah.
All right, Keisean Nixon, obviously, game-sealing interception.
Oh,
also
so
got
good.
into a little bit of a tiff, if you will, early in the game. He got choked at one point. Micah Parsons on his new teammate.
He short man syndrome. Scrappy. Like, he's so scrappy. Like, he's not to be played with, bro. He's small in size, but he's like a pit bull. Like, he's scrappy on that outside. I mean, he knows when to turn it on.
Kyle, is short man syndrome a real thing?
Yes, it is. It definitely is.
Do you have it?
No. I don't have
How short do you have to be for short man syndrome?
Well, he plays in the NFL, and most of those
Does
guys
Greg
are like
Scalzo have it?
Oh, yeah. Greg Scalzo is like a little mini Napoleon. Well, I guess it wouldn't be mini Napoleon. American.
Damn.
A regular size
Are you kidding me? Do y'all know Greg Scalzo terrorized Ben Brust on radio for like 6 straight years? You don't think that has any type of Napoleon-type process to him? That man is a driver. He pushes people. He is like a little menace. But he gets the results. I'm dead serious. He destroyed Ben mentally so much that Ben, even after he destroyed him mentally, Ben thought, this is good for me. I want you to be my best man.
Yeah.
You broke me. You broke me, and I love you.
Not only abuse, but then thanking him for the abuse.
Yeah,
that is the ultimate.
Only to abuse him more at his wedding in front of everybody.
That sounds toxic.
Yes.
Homer, you're smiling. Do you have anything to add?
No.
He's the boss. Yeah. Well, anyways, the Keisean Nixon thing, by the way, my favorite part, as you guys all know, is Micah's hilarious. The media laughs so they can get the exclusive one-on-one interview. Whose laughs the best?
Short man syndrome.
Micah, that's hilarious.
You're so funny, Micah.
Short man syndrome.
Oh, there's one in the back. One big cackle. There's a big cackle in the back.
Belly laugh.
Keisean Nixon taking shots at the Bears after the game with Aaron Andrews on Fox.
Lambeau is always a great atmosphere to play in, but I think this is my first ever having a meaningful game against the Bears since I've been here, and we know Lambeau's going to show up. We're going to show up for them. That's what we did, for sure.
First time having a meaningful game against a divisional opponent on national television. Is that fair or foul?
Fair.
That's factual.
Spot the lie, as we say here.
That's not his fault that the Bears haven't been relevant
Don't
in years.
look at me like I called it foul. I asked the question.
Spot the lie, damn it. I also thought it was crazy when he was talking. Like he was talking, and he was like, I don't do this for anybody but myself.
Yeah, he does have a little bit of pit bull in him. It's a little edgy.
He's crazy.
Yeah. Crazy.
Give it up for the Wheel of Strofe.
Wow.
Wait, why did you ask the second question without spinning?
Because it was all about Keisean Nixon.
I'm fine with that.
Okay,
Allowed.
Okay, I was
as the
hoping
Wheel
they
of
just push
Strofe
ups.
sit back and relax guy. Allowed.
Yeah.
Good job today. Good job today. I advocate for more Wheel of Strofe. How about that?
Wheel of Strofe and all of today is definitely brought to you by Victory Monday. You know, all of his happiness is you need more love in the world. Brought to you by National Liquor Mart, 16th and National.
I agree.
9 to 9, beer, seltzers, liquor, spirits. Your plan of action is their satisfaction. Just go over there for everything related to your game days. We get a real brain in here next. It's Bryan Bulaga, the Super Bowl champ, before the Homer Hour. Next.
This is Kyle Brust Nortman.
I don't value that. You don't value much.
You don't.
That's not true.
No, that's true.
No, that's true.
You guys are coming at me a little too much.
On ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app. Stay up to date on the green and gold all season. The Green and Gold Fix podcast is brought to you by Potawatomi Casino Hotel. Luxury stay, elite play, unwind in sophisticated comfort. Win big, dine, and experience the events in Milwaukee.
Students learn best when they can put their knowledge into action. JA's Stock Market Challenge teaches high school students how to analyze stocks and how current events impact value. Thanks to RSM, our partner that makes this program possible. It's just one of many ways JA brings learning to life. To learn more, visit wisconsin.ja.org.
Oh, my back.
Santa?
Gina Della from Pella. You've been a good girl this year.
Is that why you're in here building new windows?
Santa's doing OT.
Let me make a call.
Frighteningly fast Pella team at your service. Let us take it from here, Mr. Claus. And Gina, next time.
I know. Ask for a Pella gift card. Right now, at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, get 0% interest for 24 months. Visit PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 12/31/2025. It's time for the Marquette Minute on 94.5 ESPN. This Marquette Minute is brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Buffalo Wild Wings is the official viewing party location for Marquette road games this season.
The Golden Eagles fell 96-76 on the road against in-state rival Wisconsin on Saturday afternoon. Freshman Adrian Stevens led Marquette with a career-high 15 points, adding 5 rebounds and 4 assists in 27 minutes. The Golden Eagles struggled to get shots to fall, opening 2 for 16 from the field and finishing 9 for 23 from 3. Here's head coach Shaka Smart after the game.
When we miss certain shots around the basket or open threes or even free throws, some of our guys tend to at times get deflated.
The Golden Eagles will now turn their attention to a big road matchup at Purdue on December 13th.
This Marquette Minute has been brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. The next watch party of the season will be Saturday, December 13th at 1 p.m. at the Oak Creek Buffalo Wild Wings. Check out the Golden Eagles watch party schedule at gomarquette.com/BWW.
Without an Advent clinic nearby, people suffering needlessly from chronic nasal congestion and sinus infections would be stuck with either Band-Aid or Sledgehammer solutions. Band-Aids are pills or nasal sprays, and they're not true solutions. Surgery is a sledgehammer, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Because most people don't need surgery for nose and sinus issues, nor do they want a 14-day recovery. Our unique Advent approach can, in 20 minutes in our office, open your blocked nose for good, with only 1-day recovery. I'm Advent founder Dr. Kandula. Outside of Advent's 4 walls, invasive surgery is what they'll recommend. But here, you will find effective and convenient in-office solutions to help you stop the need for Band-Aids and avoid the sledgehammer.
Go to adventknows.com to schedule your appointment, because Advent knows when you breathe well, you live better. Most insurance accepted.
Hey, it's Jason Wilde from Wilde & Tausch, and I've got the perfect gift idea for you. A holiday design gift box filled with all your favorite Kringle flavors from Racine Danish Kringles. No wrapping, no stress, just pure holiday joy. My family and I love it when the Kringle box from Racine Danish Kringles arrives at our house, and you can have it happen too. Go to Kringle.com or call 800-4DANISH to order today. Racine Danish Kringles is the official pastry of ESPN Wisconsin. Racine Danish Kringles, it's not just a treat, it's a tradition. Visit Kringle.com.
It all began 53 years ago with one belief. Every family deserves support, and every child deserves a safe place to learn and grow. When you join the team at La Causa, you support giving children a chance to learn, to grow, to dream. Their team doesn't just show up for work, they show up for the community. As teachers, caretakers, clinicians, and social workers, united by compassion, education, and opportunity, help change lives every day by embarking upon a rewarding career at La Causa. Apply today at lacausa.org/careers.
You're listening to Kyle, Brust, and Nortman, KBN, on ESPN Wisconsin, ESPN Milwaukee on YouTube, and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
I've got some
Hey, it's your boy Kyle Wallace here for Universal Windows Direct. And if you're looking to make any upgrades to your home, you can do it now. If you are going through these cold days and you can just feel that cold air seeping through your window, it does not have to be like that. And you can speak with my friends at Universal Windows Direct, and they can hook your home up. Right now, when you work with Universal Windows Direct, you can buy 2 windows, get 2 free, and there is absolutely no limit. Plus, you'll get 0% interest for 60 months. That is 5 years of 0 interest financing. And on top of that, because they love you, guess what? The bonus gift they have, a free vacation voucher with your project. Yep, you're improving your home now, and you'll have a future trip to look forward to in the future when you work with UWD. Call them today for your free in-home estimate at 414-410-2000. That's 414-410-2000. Or visit them at universalwindowsdirect.com to schedule your free in-home estimate. And like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows.
Joining us on this Victory Monday before the Homer Hour is Bryan Bulaga. Bryan, good day.
How we doing?
How much did you enjoy watching the Packers beat the Bears in a meaningful game?
It was great to see. I thought it was a great game, too. I thought it was a fantastic game. It lived up to all the expectations, I think, that it got prior, right? It wasn't a snooze fest by any stretch of the imagination. And got to give it to Chicago, right? I mean, obviously I'm very happy that Green Bay took care of business and on the other end of it. But you got to give it to Chicago, right? Like they came in and the record was what it was, and they played up to it, right? They fought all the way until the end. They drove it down at the end, and obviously Green Bay got the better of them. And it was a good football game, and it's going to be, I think, just the exact same way when they go to Soldier Field in a couple weeks, and I'm looking forward to that one too. I think it's going to be a little more spicy in Chicago in a couple weeks.
It may be spicy, but I got to know right now, Brian, what more can Jordan Love do? Another game-winning drive in the fourth quarter. What more do you need to see from Jordan Love in order to put him in that elite quarterback as an NFL quarterback in the season of 2025?
Well, elite quarterback in 2025. I mean, I don't know. Like, I guess how do we judge these things these days, right? I mean, I feel like that conversation changes every single year.
Well, who's your top three then?
I don't.
It ain't Lamar. It ain't Pat Mahomes this year. It's Jordan Love.
I listen. I mean, you gave me like 2 seconds.
Yeah, geez, easy, Kyle.
my bad.
Just say it, Brian.
I mean, good.
Kyle only thinks people are good when they agree with his opinions. Just know
Brian's
that.
always good.
I mean, listen. Obviously, right now he's playing at an extremely high level, and like I don't have any. There's no negative. I mean, the only negative was that first interception. I'm not too sure where that was going. Right? I think that's the only bad thing you could say about his entire game. But I think that's the only bad thing you could say about how he's played over like the last month. Like, was that pass? Like, I mean, and to be honest with you, like that's about it. I mean, he's been playing at a extremely high level. I mean,
is this level good enough to win a Super Bowl?
Yeah, the way he's playing, absolutely. I mean, you name a quarterback right now, you'd say Stafford. The way Stafford's playing is extremely high level. You'd say Stafford's playing that way, and I don't know. I'm trying to think around the NFL.
Drake May right now.
Yeah, May's playing really good, even though that he doesn't really throw over for 300 yards at all yet. I don't think this season. But you know, that's the thing about the quarterback play. Like, I would say Jordan Love is definitely in there in the top 3 or 4 talk right now for sure. I don't know how you don't put him up there. I just think right now he's operating at a very high level. He's playing, like I said, besides that first interception, he's playing super clean with the football, which I think allows them to do exactly what they did yesterday, right? Like game-winning drives and continuing to stay on the field and just constantly put up points. Like, I feel like every time he throws the ball, it's going to be completed, right? And that's a very that's a very good feeling to have. It's just not a player on the field, but as a fan, right? Every time he puts it up, you have a good feeling it's going to be caught. So, not too many negatives about his game right now. That's for sure.
Brian, your co-host here, Homer, had a very strong opinion on the defense performance in the second half yesterday.
They were embarrassing.
So I want to hear
lucky as hell that they didn't end up in a tie game because the quarterback for the Bears made a horrible.
Or maybe the defense took away his first option.
Yes, this is Brian's
I want to hear from Brian.
They didn't take away anything.
Everything
was
happened. Open. I don't think it was as bad as Homer says, for the record. What happened first half to second half to where the Chicago Bears is actually having some success against the defense?
I mean, they ran the ball better. I mean, and the thing is, like, we all knew like that was going to be what they were going to lean into, right? Like, they were going to lean into running the ball. And honestly, too, what happened was to extend drives, like Caleb Williams broke contain in the pocket and he made some nice throws on the run, right? Like those are off schedule plays that you can't count on. Drive in and drive out. Like, you just can't count on those to beat you all the time. And he made some of those plays, and you're gonna get beat by some of those at times, right? Like, and that's the way it goes, right? And you love it when your team does it, and when the other team does it, Homer says it's like embarrassing. So like it's just
wait a minute. His home run was really
5 minutes.
Good. They dominated them in the first half.
Brian, get in his behind during the homer hour.
Yeah, the Packers defense was out there for 2/3 of the second half. The Packers either scored quick or had two, three and outs in the second half.
They did.
They were out there for a long time.
They're gassed.
Yeah, and listen.
Excuse me, the defense stunk right after halftime. Were they tired because of halftime?
Well, there also was two personal
They're also not a
fouls
bad
that
team.
hurt them.
Defensive performance was no better the first series than it was the rest of the half, and I checked. They were not tired coming out of halftime.
What was the final?
There was also some adjustments, right? Some scheme adjustments.
What was the final score of the game?
Won.
What was the
What was the final score, Homer? What was it?
28-21.
Okay.
Were the Packers lucky at the end of the game?
No.
Time out.
I give
Time
up.
out.
He
Time
made
out.
a great play.
Time out. They gave up 21 points, Homer. Is 21 points good enough to win an NFL game?
Can be.
Okay. So they didn't stink. They didn't stink that bad. Then they didn't stink that bad. They gave
Over
up
the
21
course of the
points.
game, yes. They gave up 3 in the first half.
I get that, but
Okay.
teams make adjustments, and
They don't make adjustments. Only the offense makes adjustments. What?
I
This is
look
gonna be a fun
forward to
show.
my
This is gonna
drive
be a
home to
fun
pick up my
show.
daughter. Let me tell you that much. Brian, thank you for that.
Okay. All right. I'll talk to you guys.
Take a breath. You got 2 minutes and 30 seconds. That's Bryan Bulaga, the Super Bowl champ. Next to me is Homer. Well, that's what you're going to get. Homer and Bryan Bulaga on the Homer Hour from 5 to 6. Will, the Bears fan, keep it